I drink your milkshake.
You are listening to the Billionaire Podcast Network.
Moving my bones, no place to rest. Traveled up north just to find my head. I'm still corn-fed. I'm corn-fed. Moving my bones, no place to rest. Travel up north just to find my head. I'm still corn-fed.
I get what you mean.
There we go. Yeah. So
As we were saying,
as we were saying, here I'll introduce the show. Actually, welcome to Corn Fed with Dalton Pruitt. It's me, Dalton Pruitt, the first billionaire podcaster. And this is Corn Fed only on the Billionaire Podcast Network. Ka-ching, bing, 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 dee, fill her up. You know, I got to do my own station tags.
that's this is already what this is way better.
I came up with that. I can't remember when or why I came up, but I was just laughing at the idea of just having to do your own station tag, and I've been doing it for months.
Is it the same? Is it the same exact progression of noises, or do you change the noises each time?
It's the same noises, and every now and then somebody will come up with something that I'll like add into it, so it's getting a bit longer. Yeah, but it's ka-ching, bing, 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 dee, fill her up.
The filler up is my favorite part.
Well, I stole that from Gas Digital. That's their.
Okay.
When you listen to Gas Digital, their station tag is like the when you pull into a gas station, it's like ding ding. You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. Fill her up.
Yeah. That sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, and so and so that was always just something that made me and my friends laugh was fill her up.
I love that you're artistically stealing it.
Yeah, well, good artists borrow, great artists steal. And
yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
You guys ready to start the meeting?
Dude, the meeting has started. Yeah, thanks for joining me. The company's making moves.
We're making big... Let's talk about your resume.
Yeah,
dude, Sal, you look so insanely different now. What have you done with your look?
I look sadder, right?
Yeah, what did you do?
I'm at work.
You
look like Richard Jewell. You look like
I'm in my office.
Hauser.
Do you have an office within your house, or is this a separate office?
Well, both, but this is my office at work.
What?
Looks like you're in the room from Old Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a great. I've had way better offices. Honestly.
You're trapped there for 15 years, and instead of doing kung fu, you're just eating the dumplings.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man. Do you have a window in there?
No window, not in this one.
You can make a window.
Anybody can make a window.
Yeah.
That's what my dad told me actually when I was growing up.
Wait, there's no window in there?
No, that should be like an OSHA violation, but it's not.
So you literally are in the room from Old Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should start learning kung fu and punching the walls.
Do you know kung fu?
No, but I wish I had a skill other than this job because I would quit so fast.
Your skill is podcasting, Sal. We're making money. I mean, not a lot, but more than most in podcasting.
Yeah. This is me. Yeah, this is what I look like when I'm working for the network.
Mm-hmm.
What are your other looks?
Are we recording?
We are. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Well, I got to introduce the guest. Well, Sal is here. My co-host is here. And And then we have a dear old friend, someone with whom I'm excited to catch up.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Very funny comedian slash jacked guy. We have my friend Shahyan Jahani.
What is going on? Hello, Sal. Is that a Subway sandwich?
It's not.
Sal,
No,
you cannot start eating. You can't
It's
start
not.
eating.
Okay, you can eat it under one condition. You have to tell us what kind of sandwich it is, please.
Tuna.
Oh, you can't.
Tuna every time.
We can't have you making tuna noises during the show.
Yeah, you start sounding like a fucking dolphin.
Yeah, you're gonna sound like wet ass pussy.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. Oh, I love tuna. So I might like tuna more than wet ass pussy.
This is a late dinner, dude. Is this the first opportunity you had to eat?
It's not the first dinner.
Oh, okay. Well,
so,
Sal, the kind of the running theme of this show, one of the recurring events is that Sal, I think, is just instead of doing intermittent fasting, he's doing like some other version where he's just always eating.
Quite frequent eating.
It's my protest of Ramadan. This time of the year, I eat all day.
Yeah,
and I go to sleep at around 7.
You eat all day and then you continue eating even when it goes dark.
Yeah, you know how most people's days are spent not eating. Sal is kind of the opposite of that, where most of his day is spent eating, and the times in which he's not eating are very few.
Dude, I mean, you got to eat. Eat as much as you want. Who cares?
Got to eat. I'm growing. You know what I mean? I'm still growing.
Yeah, you're so good.
Well, this is,
my mom says. He's still growing.
This is Cheyonne's purview because I've started my another weight loss journey. This is probably
actually. I was about to ask you, Dalton. Have you slimmed down a little bit?
I'm trying, man, because I mean,
like in the past month, maybe. Like
I think so, yeah. Because after my my health issues, I really ballooned up and was just disregarding everything to do with health.
Yeah,
I can't see you.
And so the changes I've been making are very like slow and incremental. But in the last month, I've just been more mindful. I would say nothing intense, but I've definitely like made more of been more thoughtful about what I eat.
Yeah.
And
do you cook a lot?
Yeah,
nice.
And I try to. Yeah, I just try to be more mindful, like limiting portions and cutting out sweets as much as I can. Although I felt a temptation yesterday because I was at the store and they got chocolate covered Nutter Butters now.
Oh fuck!
Dude. Weren't they over there chocolate?
No, Nutter Butters. You're thinking of Nutty Buddies, the Little Debbies.
Yeah.
Nutter Butters are the peanut butter sandwich cookie.
Oh wow!
And they got those now covered in chocolate.
So those bastards finally dipped it in chocolate, huh?
Yeah, they did.
I've been saying that for years.
I couldn't resist. I got a box, and I was like, I could probably have like 2 of these. And then I ate 2, and I was like, okay, I could have like one box.
Dude, yeah, serving sizes for me are like a mere suggestion.
Yeah, like, but why even put them? Just I'll eat and then let me know when I'm done.
What's the weight of this person that you're marking for serving size? Because if I'm double their weight, I should be.
I should be.
Yeah,
I should be.
I was laughing about that today though because like today is the first time in a long time I've actually tried to exercise, and I'm out of sorts. I'm very out of shape.
Once again, where are you? Why can't I see you?
What do you mean? Why can't you see me?
I can't see your face.
That's on your end, man.
Damn.
Me and Cheyenne can see each other. We can see you.
I can see Cheyenne. I mean, he's beautiful.
You can't see me.
Thank you.
I can't see you.
Well, I don't know what's going on there, man. But
what do you see?
A black screen, black.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah, you got a
riveting podcasting.
That's all right. I see you every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, today I made an effort to exercise because I was in pretty decent shape when I was insane. I was actually pretty
Yeah.
like as fit as I've been as an adult probably,
Yeah.
which is not that fit all comparatively, but hey, I was sub 200. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
No.
Oh.
um yeah, and then so after all the neglect for the last however long, I finally hopped on the old treadmill, and it was like I was saying, I feel like one of those like neglected dogs you find in a hoarder's house. It's just fat
Yeah.
as shit, and they're like, all right, we got to get this dog walking, but we got to put him in a treadmill that's in a pool
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get him started.
Because if he walks now, he'll just die.
Yeah, that's what it felt
You
like.
can't.
That's how I feel like working out. I'm afraid if I go to a gym and give it like my earnest attempt at working out, I'm gonna die.
Well, instead of
Uh,
hey, you know what? You could just eat a foot long tuna sub
yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Do not eat that
Thank-
right now. Don't eat that right now.
Wait, don't. If you're hungry, dude, you can have like a half.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Try 4 inches, and if you want to go for a 6-inch, go. I mean, see how you feel after 4.
I
Yeah.
ordered a foot long.
That's what I tell my girlfriend. I go, hey, see how you feel after 4 inches, and then maybe we'll call in a guy who has more.
And I'll put in an ad on Reddit or something like that.
Yeah, we'll go on to seeking arrangements
Go-
with these.
Fat Life is actually where you want to go for that.
Where?
Fat Life.
Fetish
Vet life?
fetish
Fat
life.
yeah, like Fetish Life.
Yeah.
Fetish life.
Yeah.
It's like a website. Are you on it right now?
It is a website.
Surfing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been
Cool.
on it.
Yeah, well, I think your wife would probably shit.
What do you
It's
mean?
strange.
Shit, like what? Like in the toilet?
Like if you made a Fat Life account.
Oh, it's like a thing you make an account. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit.
Yeah, I'm
But-
sure Cheyonne's wife would probably be upset if he was making sex accounts behind her back.
Yeah.
You guys can make like a couples account.
I could. You know what? I could be like, I made it for both of us.
Yeah.
should be like, what?
Hey, happy anniversary, honey. I made us a
That'd be-
swingers account.
That'd be wild if she was just like, oh, finally, and she went and like clicked all these settings, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool if your wife was down to do swinging. That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like at some point or another, I feel like I saw it a lot in Italy. Like there were a lot of swinger couples where I was just like, they were like in their late 50s, and they're just like, I'm
Yeah.
bored.
It's an older
Hey,
people
excuse
thing.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe
it's-
I don't know. We got some time. We can
Yeah,
figure it out.
you hit middle age. You hit middle age, and it's like, I mean, it's all skin and sag now. Might as well just start throwing it all around.
Yeah. What's the point of it?
Yeah, but
Wait, so you did treadmill?
yeah, I just walked a little bit, and today, yeah,
How do you feel?
I feel good. I gotta get the blood pumping. I'm fatigued all the time because I'm not like doing anything healthy, so I gotta get back into shape.
That's right. You're on the right track.
I've never been like particularly athletic, and I have severely deformed feet. But in spite of all of that, there was a
How
time
bad are we
when
talking?
they're bad. People have seen them.
Better or worse than a horse hooves?
Well, a horse's hooves are.
Would you rather have horse hooves or your own feet?
I'd rather have horse hooves. Those are
All right, that's a raw deal.
optimized for running.
Yeah, but
That's a raw
Dalton, you'd just be like clip clopping around. That would be fucking insane.
I want to be
You're coming a mile away. You would hear Dalton. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Dalton's
I'm not trying to be an assassin. I'm trying to be like the guy from Narnia. What was his name, Mister?
A centaur? You just want to be?
No, not a centaur. The goat. What was the guy? What was the goat guy?
Can I tell you something? That System of a Down song, I always thought he was saying Father Dear Hands, and I always imagined like
Father Deer.
fucking deer mitts.
Oh
Father
my
Dear Hands. And I was like, motherfucker, I got some deer hands.
Oh, Sal, you have such a beautiful mind. You're such a beautiful Italian mind.
Motherfucker's got deer hands.
Father Deer Hands.
Father
Father
Dear Hands.
Deer Hands.
I was
I
like,
feel
yo,
in my spirit.
these guys are on to something.
Why
Oh.
have you killed Bambi?
So the whole rest of the video when they show that guy, it's just a grown man with tiny.
I imagine the scene in Pinocchio when they all turn into donkeys.
He's got deer hands. God damn, Sal, that's one of the funniest things I've ever. Father deer hands.
Father deer hands.
Wait,
I thought it was like
this guy
code
dressed?
for like
Are
for
you
Christ.
thinking like someone father like a dad just like your generic dad? Or are you thinking like a priest father?
I was thinking like Jesus,
okay,
like
so
like God the
Jesus
Father.
with deer hooves for hands,
like a deity figure. Okay, cool. All right,
like galloping through the heavens.
That'd be fantastic.
Hey, that's cool.
That's my Jesus.
Submit it, dude. Submit that somewhere.
That's how I like to think of Jesus as part deer.
Yeah, like Manson says, everyone has their own personal, Jesus.
I mean, they're such innocent, wholesome creatures.
Deer.
Deer. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever see one dead on the highway though? It's hilarious.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I've hit them.
Oh, really?
Really?
I've actually never hit a deer.
They were always on like 6 and stuff. It was a small one. It wasn't my car. It was my friend's truck. But I mean, that shit happen. It happens. You just file the insurance and stuff.
Yeah, I've surprisily never hit a deer. I've hit a bunch of stuff, mostly other cars,
like possums and stuff, skunks. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever hit an animal.
I mean, it's never intentional. I mean, they run out in the middle of the road. Like I'm not like gunning for them.
You're not like driving through a field.
A deer will fuck up your car. It's not a good idea to hit them.
Yeah, I'm like
driving through the woods.
There's some areas of like Texas, Donald, you can probably speak to this. You've driven all around. Like there's several signs, and it's like pretty regular to see like large animals crossing the road.
Oh yeah.
So like if you don't drive cautiously, you're fucked.
Yeah, growing up, it was always like if you see one deer run out in front of you, I was always told just stop and wait to see if there's like a whole herd of deer.
Yeah. A flock of deer.
A flock of deer.
My brother hit
fluttering by on the road.
Yeah, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever hunted?
I never have. No. I've gone coon hunting like once.
All right. Hey, listen, that's for the Patreon.
Yeah,
I've never been.
Years ago, I went out in the woods with my dad and his cousin, and we took some like 22 rifles, like something good for just like small game, like raccoons.
Yeah.
And we went coon hunting, and I didn't shoot a fucking thing.
Yeah. Did you just stand there with a gun, or did you?
I was just
didn't fire the weapon.
I was just high, and I aimed and fired a few times. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I grew up playing video games.
Yeah. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I've never like hunted anything, not even any kind of bird. And there was always in College Station, everyone went dove hunting all the time. Like that was like a pretty regular thing to.
I've done a lot of job hunts. I'm pretty good at.
Yeah, that's a good.
Tell you what, I could track down a job within like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, are you doing that right now?
No, I mean I'm about to be.
Yeah, when they find this podcast,
watch a door bust open behind me.
I'm always surprised. I've never lost a job because of comedy or podcasting. It's always just been because I'm bad at my job.
Like, do you get fired, or do you quit?
I've either been fired or just had like mental health episodes where I just stopped going. Where like I have like a manic episode, like something bad happens to me, and I'm like just can't work.
Yeah.
So now is the first time in my life I've ever been able to like actually hold down anything and focus and just be like, all right, time to put my nose to the grindstone and do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it took my entire brain like falling apart and then rebuilding itself to be like, okay, I guess you're fine now.
Yeah.
Now you have less money than you ever have. Go to work.
I mean, you got the Patreon going.
But the Patreon's cooking, dude, and the YouTube.
I see it, dude.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's from humble beginnings, but then like
very humble.
And then once you crest, then you'll look down and be like, look what we fucking did like that a while back. You'll be like in a and like in a gold plated studio. It'll be like the
Mhm.
most expensive studio because it's the Billionaire Podcast.
This is the Billionaire Podcast Network. Ka-ching, bing, 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 dee, fill her up. Yeah, Cheyenne, podcasting's tight because you don't really even need to be that funny or insightful or whatever. You just have to be able to talk for like an hour, 2 hours, just to
Yeah.
fill the time.
Hey, are you gonna cancel us if Crowder Boys takes off though?
No, this will always be my cornerstone.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as you can fill the time, it's just something to listen to while other people do real jobs. They
I
they
feel like
listen to this.
I feel like the less talented Manning brother sometimes.
Eli,
You do.
No, the one that was even less talented.
is there a
Archie.
third Manning? Or are you
There's
referring?
a third Manning brother that stopped playing in college.
There's a Billy Baldwin of the Manning brothers.
Oh shit. Wait,
Yo.
is there really a third one?
Yeah, he actually got hurt. It's Cooper Manning, I think. He got hurt though.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, Cheyenne, you have the voice for a lot of things. you have a great voice for podcasting, for comedy.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Have you done any voice acting?
Very little. Dude, voice work here is like if you're not doing like anime shit, which I've never really.
Can
I
you
haven't
do
put
some
a whole lot
anime?
of effort.
Can you give me like a
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I don't fucking watch a lot. If I was even gonna audition for stuff, I would have to start watching some anime. I ain't, dude.
all right, say like
I ain't
this.
no
Be
nerd.
like Orenishi Shobamawarasu Shawideo.
That's not even Japanese, man.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's from
What
Kill
did you?
Bill.
What do you
Aren't
think
you?
you said?
It means Orenishi, you and I have unfinished business. Bitch.
That's not even
Oh, damn,
anime
it-
though. That's just a movie.
It's a live
Just the
action
line
movie.
from Kill Bill.
I mean, there's an anime sequence in that movie, but but what you're referencing is not from the anime part.
No, Kill Bill's not an anime, Dalton. We got it.
I know, but there is an anime part, so you were close.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
You were close. The
Don't
origin
give me
story
any
of
points.
Orenishi is anime.
Orenishi.
Anyway,
Is it?
Sean, you're near where the magic happens. You're near the anime.
Yeah, that Crunchyroll. Yeah, there's a place up north.
What is it
But,
now? 'Cause when I was there, when I was growing up and living out there, it was like Funimation Studios. Is it
Yeah.
something else now?
They got bought by this like larger company called Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Oh, Crunchyroll.
But yeah, they do. Yeah,
Funimation.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, everyone refers to it as Crunchyroll now. So
I went to Quad C with a girl who now she does all those voices. She was like a Sailor Moon girl. She was in
Family.
like Summer Wars. She's like in that world now, and that's like I guess she gets a lot of good work.
It's steady, dude. Yeah, if you get into
Yeah.
it and like it's kind of like they like to use their stable of stars.
Sure.
I mean, that's why it's kind of tough to penetrate initially. And it's not that I'm not being
Tell me
submissive,
about
it's-
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Story of my
Yeah.
life, dude.
Okay, well,
No
Dalton, let me
no
hear.
matter how much you submit, you can't penetrate sometimes.
Dalton, let's do an exercise. You're a young Japanese warrior, and you are shocked and surprised. Let me hear your expression.
What?
Let me hear how you would sound. Just make a noise.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know.
This is going exactly how I
That's
want
not
it
how
to
this
go.
works.
Japanese warrior.
Yeah, a little more.
Hold
Hold on. With what I was saying, what I was getting at though, Cheyenne, you've been doing some acting.
Yes, dude. Commercial work is a
Seriously?
bussin'. Yeah, because there's a few agencies in Dallas, and they kind of submit you for work like between here, Austin, San Antonio, Oklahoma, stuff like that. Like stuff you can drive to. And yeah, it's like Grant Redmond. A couple of us are on the same agency. It's like a group of comedians are also on there as well. So it's cool.
Dallas is a big like marketing city. Like a lot of commercials come out of there.
Yeah, and there's also big like marketing firms here, like Richards Group and like a bunch of other ones I don't even know. But they they all submit for like local casting and stuff like that. I do some like weird stuff too. It's like
You get typecasted a lot.
no, I mean not how you just like
Like a
dude, it's always like
Vonage,
racially ambiguous person. It's never like anything's. They're never like, hey, we need you to play like an Arab dude who is.
Like, can you do this?
But you're not
commercial, like,
even. But you're
calling
not.
cards?
What'd you say, Sal?
Like, can you do a commercial for like ATT calling cards?
No. It's I
We
mean,
need
I've been-
somebody like Who might use them?
What, can you go back in time 30 years and do a commercial for AT&T calling cards? What are you talking about?
Whatever,
do this Blockbuster ad real quick. Yeah.
But you're not Arab. You're Iranian.
Yeah.
That's not Arab. Folks.
Do you feel bad though for 9/11?
Do I?
Yeah, personally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've never forgotten about it. So yeah, I feel bad about it.
I think everybody feels like pretty bad about it. I mean, we all wish it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think the whole world probably.
Yeah.
Minus the people who did it.
Do you think there's anyone that like got laid because of it, and like he's like, no, started this whole family. Maybe he met like a first responder, and he's like, oh, I'm pretty glad it happened.
I mean, Pete Davidson seems like he's benefited from it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean the caliber of pussy he's getting, that's dead 9/11 pussy.
Dead 9/11 fireman dad.
Yeah, dead fireman dad 9/11 pussy for sure. You don't get to fuck Kate Beckinsale unless your dad died 9/11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very short list of people. But a list of people she's gonna have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like that show, The Bupkis.
It's over now. He's too sad to keep doing it.
It's a good show, though.
Some news story just came out that says he's not going to do it anymore because of his, like, I don't know. He's anxious. His mental health.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's annoying what other people do on Dalton. I'm kidding.
It is. I mean, it is like.
Don't even get Bupkis now. What the hell?
It is like after enough time and years and success, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like you ain't got this shit fixed yet or manageable. Like you're still like, come on, this can't be your whole identity forever.
I didn't watch. I think is it on Netflix. What's it on?
It's on Peacock. Great streaming service. Peacock.
Yeah, we're willing to do sponsorship.
No.
are they gonna sponsor the show? They should.
No, I just for no real reason. For no reason. I'm just saying, Peacock's great.
Why is that?
I think all the subsidiaries and all the things that NBC Universal does are great.
It's totally cool.
Anyway,
do we have a sponsor?
Do what?
We have a sponsor?
We are not sponsored by NBC Universal.
Are we on the network?
No.
Dude, I want to see that little NBC logo right there.
We're not on NBC.
One day.
Can you just, for this one episode for like 5 seconds right now, can you just rip the NBC logo and put it on the screen?
Boom, boom, boom.
It's NBC Network.
And then just say like the next 5 seconds are officially broadcasts of NBC in any copying or showing of this.
There was a time when NBC, there was a good solid, I don't know, probably 20 years that NBC just dominated. You had Seinfeld for all them years.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Friends, and then look at that era that we all grew up in. There were Office, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock, Spin City.
Yeah, just Spin City. Yeah, dude, you're so right.
Yeah, and I mean, and then time kind of reveals what was actually good. And looking back, it's like of everything that was on NBC, it was really just Seinfeld and then 30 Rock that was good.
Yeah. Well, what else? Yeah, Seinfeld and 30 Rock. Wait, was Parks and Rec on NBC?
It was, and I remember watching it as it came on. It was between that and The Office. I liked it better.
I love Parks and Rec, dude.
I remember really enjoying it, and then like in recent years, I've gone back and watched some of it, and it just doesn't grab me the way it used to. I'm like, oh, this is very like you had to be there. And it feels like
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace. I never watched that.
Oh,
I never got it. It was too gay. I grew up in a Christian house. Yeah, there was a gay guy. There was a lot of gay guys. There was a couple gay guys.
They're like slipping that. They're slipping it into TV. One of my
they're coming back.
Like one of these older ladies that I've been training for a long time. She was like, My granddaughter told me that there was a girl in one of the cartoons she watches that tells another girl that if she wants to be more than just friends, can you believe that she was like all hot and bothered about it? And I
Well,
was
I
like,
mean,
well, the couple. First off,
a little weird that you're, in a kid's cartoon.
Oh, dude, I completely agree. I was just like, why are we doing that? Like, it does just do regular
Yeah.
cartoon stuff. But she has like hard opinions on it, and I really don't feel like arguing with a 75-year-old plus woman from Arkansas about this kind of shit. So it's just like,
oh yeah, I mean, when I see stuff like that, I do have a reaction where I'm like, that's kind of odd for a cartoon.
no, no.
But then
Yeah,
ultimately,
it's
I'm
strange.
like, I just do not care. Like I don't give a shit.
I don't have kids, but
I don't have kids, but I mean, it's like, I mean, the people
that you know of.
No, but I mean,
Right.
when we were kids, I mean, cartoons now are trying to teach lessons and be good, and I don't know, tell kids about like the world. And I mean, when we were kids, cartoons it was like Johnny Bravo was like, what if a guy was horny?
yeah,
What?
there was no like you didn't.
You don't
have
remember
this
John? Like
special
the
I
whole
do remember
premise.
I do remember Johnny Bravo. Yeah.
The whole premise of the show was just like, what if there was a guy who was really horny? Like when we were kids,
I never thought of it that way.
yeah, the people making cartoons when we were kids, they were deranged. They weren't like Ivy League college graduates that
good
were
shit,
socially conscious and trying to tell people what's good and moral and right, or it was just like Seth MacFarlane worked on Cow and Chicken, and he was like, so what if what if two people fucked and they had animals as children?
I mean, you never know. Look at our generation. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of gone down a bit.
Why, dude? We're good.
You
Wait,
think
what,
so?
what generation you speak of?
I don't know. What are we?
How do you?
Millennials.
Are we millennials? Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to
Right.
buy into that shit because the distinction between like the idea of generations feels like marketing to me.
Yeah.
It just feels like they put they have the demographics for us, so they just like
Yeah, you're not wrong.
yeah. So it's like here's what we're
like-
gonna sell you for your entire life. Like you're
like
now
a Zodiac
defined by
sign.
this like moment that you were born, and
Yeah,
now
or
we
like-
know what to sell you. And I guess for my generation, it's just everything that existed when we were kids, like just selling it back to us over and over and over
Yep.
again.
Yep.
We're like the first.
We had really good childhoods. I think our generation, and it's like nobody really wants to be,
Yeah, nobody
30,
wants
but-
to grow. Growing up sucks. I mean, it does suck, and so
Yeah.
it's better just
But
to.
I feel like the 50 and 60-year-olds I know are very well adjusted for the, they have
They're
like
not.
everything.
They're probably not.
Well, I don't
I
know.
think they seem everyone who's like 20 years older than you seems like they have it more together. But then when you like remember when you were talking to a
So
30-year-old person when you were 15, you're just like, man, they got it going on. And I'm 38, and I'm like, man, I think I'm
38
sure.
years old?
Damn, you
yeah,
look
I'm
good
thinking
for
I'm
38, man.
God
I
damn.
mean, I see it a little, like I'm graying a little bit and stuff
You
like
look
that.
You look good for
37.
25.
No, so when actually for like acting stuff, we have to submit like a realistic age range. I don't think I could pull off 25. It would have to be a very old looking 25. Like a season. I've played like one, they've had to like put gray stuff in my hair and like salt and pepper my hair for me to look like an older dad before. That was kind of terrifying to see.
Were you like getting a chub while the daughter was sitting on your lap?
No, dude, it wasn't that.
No, Sal.
Hot as fuck.
It was
Cheyenne is not a predator.
No, yeah.
No,
Yeah, listen. then
his
he's gonna take
his
care.
family
Okay, but-
was killed by predator drones.
Yeah,
They were killed by the predator.
Yeah,
There-
the
yeah.
predator.
There was a long time that the predator was just prowling the streets of downtown Tehran and like just winding.
I mean, that's the thing now, though. Is the people have talked about how they cracked the code on Predator, because that Prey movie came out, and they were like, they've been saying, just put Predator in different places and let him rock. So they could do like Predator in the Middle East, and it probably would be awesome.
Or they'd have to get Rambo to go
Like
fight him. Or
like
something.
some small group of like paramilitary resistance fighters
yeah,
have to gather the weapons that they have from like the 80s, all the
yeah, like
the
Kalashnikov rifles and like not like old ass.
What do you think
just
about
AKs.
Yeah.
Like a time machine. Also, you can put him any time too.
Well, no, so the movie Prey kind of posits that the predators for a long time have had faster than light travel. So in that movie, it kind of opens it up to where the predators could just be in any time because they've always
Just
had
like
access.
a predator on the Titanic.
Yeah, because that movie takes place in like the 1600s or something. So
Wait, they could teleport a predator to the Titanic.
yeah, put him on the Titanic.
Really freak those people out.
Yeah.
You have the power to go back in time and help the Titanic, and instead you just a different tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna sink, at least go out in style. At least make it
That'd
fun.
be awful. Even the predator's like, this sucks. I'm gonna drown too.
I don't want to do this. Yeah.
Somebody help him.
Sure, man. Yeah, predator on the Titanic.
They all kind of end up working together by the end of the movie.
Yeah, he actually ends up saving them.
Yeah. Predator hops off. He breaks up the fucking iceberg. They never hit it. Everything is fine.
Yeah. He just fires that triangle laser at the iceberg. He's like, "Hey, we're good. You stay on course."
Thank you, Predator.
Yeah. And for the rest of the time, he just sits on the bow of the ship until they get back to land.
Yeah, he's just crouched on the fucking. Looking.
And then you see Leonardo DiCaprio and that chick come up to try to do that scene, and then he's just like, "No, I'm here. Like, you can't take the spot right now. I'm gonna be perfect."
I'm the king. Look at me. I'm the king of the world now.
Yeah, and then it just
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah, that happens, and then smash cut, and then it becomes the movie Captain Phillips.
Yes. It's also Captain Phillips.
Yeah,
there's Titanic Predator, and then it's also Captain Phillips.
Predator in Time would be a really cool comic book.
Yeah,
time traveling predator.
Just a time traveling predator, just doing.
But you wouldn't
shits.
need. But I've already established.
9/11.
They've already established that the predators could have it like come to Earth at many moments in time because they've always had faster than light travel.
Yeah. Why haven't they though? Where
they had the most recent movie hold on, Sal. The most recent movie, the Predator shows up in like 1600.
Really?
Yes, it's
really cool.
Yeah, this like Native American lady goes up against the Predator.
What?
Yeah, it's like she's some like tribeswoman. No one even speaks English in the movie. They're all speaking like some tribal language.
Oh God.
It's a good movie.
Foreign movie.
Yeah, it's like Apocalypto meets Predator.
I was just gonna say it's another goddamn Apocalypto.
Apocalypto's greatest movie of all time. So I don't know why you like. What's your issue there? It. Apocalypto's amazing. It's the best movie ever made.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
After the sub.
Sal, do not eat that sub. Do not eat that sub.
Dude, he's hungry.
All right, fine. Eat the sub. Start with 4 inches.
Yeah.
Start with 4 inches.
Sal, also, did you just get a haircut like today?
No.
Oh,
no, he looks coiffed. Yeah, you look like you put a little Dapper Dan in.
I clean up nice.
Yeah.
I'm corporate Sal when I need to be.
Yeah. You grew your beard back really fast.
It grew back very fast, yeah. I'm like Robin Williams.
Did you shave it like recently?
I don't know. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, 2 podcasts ago.
Yeah, you guys was it hairy.
For something? Yeah.
Y'all have this like swarthy genetics where you grow hair fast.
Yeah, and it gets like real thick, real fast.
Yeah, because like I gave myself these mutton chops.
Mutton chops. Yeah, dude. How you liking it, by the way?
It's fun. I love looking stupid. But like I shaved all this out, and it, it's growing back like stubbly. But it's like my facial hair is never grown fast. It doesn't come in. It doesn't come in thick and luscious. It always comes in like. It looks like pubes, honestly. My beard has always just looked like scraggly pubes.
Well, I mean, wait, when it was like full, it looked like puberty?
Yeah, it's always just looked like pubes.
You gotta, I mean, it'll grow.
What was it like, though, being handsome for a little while?
Yeah. It was nice.
Do you miss being in that world, walking amongst those people?
Sure. Thank you for bringing that up.
women kissed your face. Remember that?
Yeah, man. I love kissing women.
You
I love kissing girls.
remember kissing women, Dalton? Come
Dude,
on.
it's so fun. I love kissing girls.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone in the fucking Patreon or the Discord was like giving you weight loss advice and telling you to lose weight. And I'm just like, yeah, Dalton, lose weight.
Y'all have a Discord going right now?
Yeah, I do. I just started a Discord, and it's mostly just psycho, like people who are psychotic, just sending paragraphs and paragraphs of
Sweethearts.
shit.
Is any of it funny though?
Some of it's fun. I mean, there's just like people that rile themselves up, and it's like
Yeah.
they start having a conversation with. It's like a guy will have a conversation with himself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I'm
I'll
really
look
enjoying
at
the
it,
meal.
and it'll be like 50 messages, just one guy, and I'm like, well, who are you talking to?
Just he's
I
talking
like
to
the
him.
meal
He's
stuff.
arguing with him.
Nobody's responding, and it'll just be like message after the other, and I'm like, why are you so? What are you angry about? There's nobody even in here that's responding to this.
Do you
Yeah.
respond? Do you respond like that though?
I go in there and I usually just like talk about food. I'm just like, hey guys, I just ate a sausage.
Yeah, that's the part I'm enjoying the most.
Yeah, what are you guys eating today? Like, I try not to like talk about anything real in there because it's just a place for people to hang out. I guess.
Yeah.
I just started using Discord. I don't really get it.
Yeah. It's I mean it's kind of
I'll
weird.
be
It's like
honest.
permanent open chats.
I
Yeah.
hate Discord.
Everything is
People that-
everything is marketing now. Like, just there's all these social medias now that you just like you can utilize to further your media career because
Everybody
all the
fucking loves
all the jobs are going away. So you have to have a media career now.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be a source of entertainment.
Yeah.
You gotta have a social media.
Yeah, it's eventually going to get to the point where like every single person has to be entertaining, or you just don't make money. Like
Exactly.
you have to film like everyone has to be like a sketch writer. They have to market it right.
But that's kind of, I mean, there is like some truth. There's always been some of that all throughout history because if you, at any point in time, if you don't have like interpersonal skills or communication skills or any sort of gift of gab, you're gonna get stuck doing some shit, being paid nothing, just that's just draining you forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you and I. I mean, you and
Your
I.
office.
You and I, Cheyenne, have done sales for a number of years, and it's like
Yeah.
that kind of forces you to be entertaining because
Yeah.
you kind of have to do a little shuck and jive to sell shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like I've never been in a situation where I just pitch a product and then they're just like, okay, like it's like several calls, and depending on like what you're selling, sometimes it takes like there's like long sales cycles. But I don't know, with stuff that's like inbound, like what you're doing now. I mean, that's a little nicer because you're like pretty sure they're going to be buying something. It's just
Something,
not-
yeah. Inbound is tight. Yeah, inbound
yeah.
is like they're interested. I've done outbound before, and it sucks, dude.
Yeah, outbound is tough if you like don't have like an account list or something. You have to like generate
what's
your
the
own
difference?
leads. I mean, like inbound is like people are calling in to already buy something, so they call a salesperson, and the salesperson just essentially just processes what they want.
Yeah,
And then outbound is,
basically,
you have
like
five people.
with what I do, like inbound, they're already going to buy something. Probably they're
Yeah.
interested, and so like if you're doing inbound sales, your job is to upsell them. Whereas Cheyenne, you've done outbound for a while.
I've done
and
both, but yeah, outbound the most.
So you have to like cold call and like what do you do?
When you cold call people, you just like ask. I mean, I honestly just try to like find out a little bit, depending on what I'm selling. I try to find out what they do and if it's even like applicable. Because sometimes
What do you sell?
with what I did, like this is like pre-COVID was
Yeah, like an example.
Wait, what is that
Like-
noise? You don't hear that?
I do hear that. Are we being hacked?
Sal, are you
What
playing?
noise?
Are you playing something on the speaker there?
No, what are you hearing?
It sounds like. What is that?
I don't know.
What are you hearing?
I do hear it though.
Is it a fan?
I don't know. It sounds like electricity noises.
Yeah, it does.
You don't have anything playing on a speaker?
I don't
No.
either.
It's not on my end because if I hit the mute button on my thing.
Well, let's all try it. Let's you go first, and then I'll mute. I'll mute
No.
myself.
Okay, hold on. Sal, you mute. It's on. It's
It's
on Sal's.
it's
Sal,
totally
you got.
Sal.
I don't know what you're doing, but
Really?
yeah, there's like crackly electricity. Are we being tapped? What the
Doesn't
fuck
change
is
what I do.
that?
I don't know. Wait, hold
Okay,
on, Sal. It just stopped.
it's gone now.
It came back. What did you just do a minute ago, Sal? Did you like plug in a headphone jack?
Jesus
or something?
Christ.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
getting
It sounds
worse.
like faint electronic music.
Yeah. But like bad dubstep.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? It's gone now.
It's gone now.
Nope, now it's really loud.
Is it my fan?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sal, I don't know.
Sal, it probably is your fan.
Let me turn it off.
This is crackerjack broadcasting, dude. Jesus Christ,
3 millennials argue over.
dude. Yeah, you
Hear
could
it?
tell. You could tell we're like aging because we're just like, what is that? Make it stop.
Hear
How do we figure this
No, it's
out?
good. You're good now.
Damn, it was my fan.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yeah. I mean, this, sales does kind of lend itself to, you could parlay that into a whirlwind media career.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then you become famous.
Yeah, because
And then
dude. What were you saying?
I said, and then you play the local comedy clubs.
And then you get paid $100 at the comedy club, which dude,
yeah.
by the way, we were all fools for trying to work anywhere doing stand up in that way, because if you get in on the internet, I've done like just YouTube stuff recently, just like live streams and stuff where I'm just sitting in front of a computer and I've made more than what the hyenas would pay you to open for an entire weekend
That's crazy.
in one
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what were you doing? You were just sitting there doing what?
Just streaming, just like basically riffing by
You didn't have to take your
myself,
dick out or
or
nothing?
just like just like talking to the chat or taking calls or whatever. Just doing like my own like personal
Nice.
independent like radio show basically.
Hell yeah, dude. Like a one-man
And
pod.
yeah, and I've had nights where I've made more money in one night doing that. It's like not a ton of money, but more than what you would make as an MC.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, obviously.
An
it's not
MC.
crazy.
Yes, master of ceremonies. Please
Nah.
Please chew your tuna sandwich. Move the mic closer to your mouth, actually. Can you
You can hear me chewing?
can you make those tuna sandwich noises closer into
Cheyenne,
the
am I making
microphone?
noises?
No,
Dude,
that's not too
it
bad.
sounds like you're eating pussy.
Yeah, dude. Wait, we can't see you anymore.
It's so gross.
You can't see. I can't hear it now.
Well, yeah,
No,
because he has
just
his
the
mic
voice.
up. Anyway,
Cool.
I think I mean everything's like changing. There's so much is different where it's like it doesn't feel like there's a roadmap for anything now, because
I feel like you just
Shahyan,
do
you went
whatever.
to what?
You feel like you just do whatever now.
Yeah, like you went to college, didn't you?
Mhm.
Are you doing anything that pertained to what you studied?
Actually, yes.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, well, dude, it came around full circle because I was a kinese major. I was a exercise science major.
Gary Kinese?
Yeah, Gary.
From Forrest Gump?
I was a Kyle Kinane major.
Okay.
It was kinesiology is just
Yeah.
exercise science. And they and now I'm a trainer at a gym here because it's like the most flexible job for like acting and all the rest of the shit that I do.
That's pretty
So,
tight, though.
I mean, I have like 3-10. I'm like contracted in 3 different forms. Like, I do enough stand up, not to me. I mean, it's just not enough money, obviously, but acting gigs can be pretty lucrative. Or if they're like commercials that are like union, then they pay residuals, which is kind of nice. And then, I mean, just whatever odd jobs I can do. Training is like what I do in the morning,
Nice.
Did you say
Yeah,
odd job?
like odd jobs. I mean, like if someone pay, like,
James Bond?
yeah.
Yes, he's an assassin.
Every once in a
Nice.
while,
That's another job.
I go
Put
out
that on the
to
job board.
go out to Beirut and I carry out an assassination of a foreign diplomat.
Cheyenne,
Yeah,
we made
Sal goes to gay route.
Yeah. I saw Sal. I was actually connecting through gay route and I saw Sal.
Yeah.
Jahani, you Irish.
Yeah. Sal was just in it was in the duty free shop. Slurping down vodka samples.
Oh, man.
Duty free.
Yeah,
I love the
free.
duty shop.
Duty.
Duty.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm technically doing something related to my major. I have an English degree, so
Yeah, we're speaking it.
yeah, I'm speaking English right now, baby.
Come on, man.
If ever anyone is just like, even if you did nothing with your college education, you'd be like,
Yeah, it kind of hamstrings you if you're trying to do comedy, because like comedy is this paradoxical thing where it behooves you in comedy to actually be really stupid.
Yeah.
Like
the hand too.
Yeah, hoof hands. Yeah, the best comedians are like really dumb.
Yeah.
They're so dumb, they're like just in a perpetual state of zen because they don't even like realize how dumb they are. So like that helps them be really funny.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you have an example? Do you have an example?
Yeah, please.
I mean,
and then at that.
dude. I mean, what I've seen of like what's a good example?
Oh, sure.
Cat Williams seems pretty stupid. He claims that he's really smart, but then you like hear him talk in those like recent interviews he's done, and it's like I get the feeling that he doesn't do a lot of like critical thinking. He does what he thinks is critical thinking, which is like
you think it's
the
impulse?
Anunnaki or hiding the ice wall behind the ice wall on the flat Earth or whatever. And so that's sort of like empty-mindedness, where you know what I mean, where it's like you don't think about things too much and you just like in the moment, and just being funny. It kind of lends itself to comedy, because if you've read too many books, you just overthink things, and you're like,
that's why I don't read.
Trying too hard. You've read a lot of books. You read all the books, Dalton.
I've probably read more books than most stand-up comedians, and that's why I never succeeded in comedy. I was
how many are you reading something right now?
I just started reading again. Like ever since my brain accident, I've had trouble focusing on anything. But I just started reading again. I started reading this like historical book about that the guy that the Ed Harris movie is based on, the Walker. You know about that movie?
Texas Ranger?
No. There was a guy in the like 1800s named William Walker who was like a mercenary and took over Nicaragua, like became the president.
Jeez.
Easy.
Yeah. And so I started reading this like biography on that guy. And I read like the prologue today.
Yeah. So. Isn't it? What like made you pick that book? Just curious about the dude.
I don't do prologues.
Or are you thinking about taking over Nicaragua?
I'm thinking about leading an insurrection in Nicaragua.
Are you just kind of like kicking the idea?
I'm thinking about establishing like a paramilitary regime in Nicaragua, a guerrilla fighting force to overthrow.
I thought we were gonna go back to what the fuck was it?
Lordship.
Feudalism.
Feudalism, yeah.
No, I've changed my mind, and I want to overthrow the government of Nicaragua.
I've already told my wife that we have to swear fealty to you.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I am the Duke of the this fiefdom. Yeah, I just started reading again, but I don't know. I'm not like terribly well read, but I've read some big honking books. Like of the books I've read, I've got a few like 1,000+ pagers that I've read.
Do you just read those books so you can say you read a book that's 1,000 pages, or are they actually?
Well,
it's stuff.
You just pick up a big weight just to say you picked up a big weight.
That's not the same thing at all.
It is the same.
Sal, that was surprisingly poignant what you just did. that was.
I got my brain turned on. I had my tuna.
Yeah. You got your protein, dude.
You finally let me get it.
Yeah, that was real mental fortitude right there. You just that was a nice analogy.
That was just 4 inches. Imagine if he eats the whole thing.
No, I ate the whole thing. I definitely ate the whole thing.
Oh,
I'm like a dog, dude.
That's
You tell me to eat part of something.
Sal is right now Bradley Cooper in Limitless. Every time he eats a tuna sandwich, he just
From Subway.
if there's Sal goes like overseas and there's no Subway and he has to play like high stakes blackjack in Prague and he can't play because there's no fucking Subway.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, all they got is a Jimmy John's.
They just have Jersey Mike's here. It won't work with
It's not gonna work.
Jersey Mike's is pretty good.
Yeah.
Subway's my favorite.
You wouldn't drink a Red Bull thinking it's gonna be an Adderall, okay? Jimmy John's not the same as Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do love Adderall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't?
Speaking of,
no, the big honking door stopper books I've read because I was like genuinely interested in them. I mean, like some of them are just like genre pulp kind of fiction, like those like big Stephen King books. No, Sal, pulp fiction, which this is explained to you at the beginning. Movie. This is explained to you at the beginning of the movie. Great that what movie. The title
I don't read what's on the screen.
What the title is in reference to is like not necessarily a genre, but like a style of book of like novel.
I don't do signs. I don't do instructions. I don't do prologues.
Okay. I
don't do subtitles.
You just get right into things.
Ain't you gonna catch me reading?
Sal goes skydiving and he's like, just get me in the fucking plane. I'll figure it out.
Just put me in.
Yeah, no, what pulp fiction, genre fiction is just in reference to the sort of exploitive, exaggerative kind of like just genre stuff that's out there, like.
I guess I didn't realize that was its own genre.
It's not a genre; it's more of like a stylistic thing. Okay. There's tons of like multiple genres that could be like books of multiple genres that could be considered like pulp fiction. Typically it would be like a mystery or a noir or something like that. Pulp Fiction? No, it's not.
Damn.
Let's not get too in the weeds with this.
Okay.
I'm just saying that there are.
Have you read The Grapes of Wrath?
No, I have not. When it comes to a book that's 1,000 pages or more, you've got some that are really light, easy fare, like
Deathly Hallows.
You gonna let me finish? You gonna let me finish?
Sorry.
It by Stephen King. The Stand.
That was over
by Stephen King. Do what?
It was over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, it's over 1,000 pages. That was the cocaine years.
Oh wow.
He was doing lots of blow at that time, so he was cranking them out.
Nice.
It's a very incoherent book. A lot of times, it's like kind of all over the place and tonally very inconsistent. Like the kids all fuck each other at the end.
No way.
Yeah, y'all don't know about this?
The kids?
Have you heard this? Yeah. Do you know about this?
Have you seen this?
Have you heard about the kids from It?
In the book, in the actual novel, so like what you see in the movie when they first defeat Pennywise, they do like the classic movie thing where they're like, we need to create some sort of bond with each other so that in case this ever comes back, we'll remember or whatever. So in the like the most recent movie, they like cut each other's hands with a Coke bottle and hold hands, and that's like. So then in the second movie, the scars start like throbbing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the clown that eats people is back."
We just gave each other hepatitis.
Yeah, honestly, probably more risky than just fucking each other to cut each other's hands with 50s Coke bottles. But in the book, near the end of the book, because the book jumps around between past and present, so you read like a section where they're adults and then they're kids. So by near the end of the book, you finally get to where the kids first beat Pennywise, like in the 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
And so when they first defeat him, they realize like, okay, so he's gonna come back at some point, and like whatever this fucking mystical magic shit is, like we're gonna forget about it by the time he's here. So we got to do something to create an eternal bond with each other, so that we remember to come back here to fight this clown when he comes back. And so what that ends up being is they run a train on the girl in the sewer, and they're like 12, you know.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. You don't know about
Yeah.
this? This is like it's like a famous.
I'm
It's like
looking it up.
it's like one of the more like famous deranged examples of Stephen King's Coke years, where it's just like, tonally, it's completely inconsistent with the rest of the book. Because I remember when I was reading it, just as I'm realizing what's happening, I'm like, the fuck is this? This doesn't fit with anything that's happened. This doesn't
So
work.
is he good, Stephen King?
Stephen King is let me ask you this, Sal. Is McDonald's good?
It's extremely consistent.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's actually that was really perfect.
Yeah, McDonald's is McDonald's no matter where you go.
Mhm.
I almost went to the McDonald's in Italy. It was
Yeah,
What was it?
McDonald's.
They have like a chicken parm.
no, I looked at their menu and I didn't get anything. I was just curious what kind of things they have in, like, because they have different food stipulations.
Yeah, what is the Mick artichoke?
Yeah. What is the Mick carbonara? Is that actually
That would be tight.
that would be nice. That would be nice.
Yo.
Dude, it's like fast food everywhere else looks awesome.
Yeah, because their food's actually usually cleaner than ours.
I was just saying today, Shahyan, by the way,
Mm.
you know, you're a nutrition expert. You're a personal trainer.
I'm a personal
what's that
trainer, but
like?
I wouldn't call myself like a nutrition expert though. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous, but I'm not like a nutritionist.
Are you like a Sam Sulik where you'll eat like 9,000 calories and then just burn it all at the gym?
No, absolutely
You eat
not.
raw
I don't eat enough. I really undereat if I have to, because I'm busy like for large chunks of the day, and then I got like other shit to do in between. So I don't usually eat until the evening. It's actually really a habit. I need to eat more often. I need to kind of take after Sal and just like
Oh,
and do reverse Ramadan.
Oh, dude,
Reverse Ramadan.
Yeah, reverse Ramadan is a tough program.
Isn't
That's
it? It's
for-
Ramadan right now, right?
It is
It
Ramadan
is
right
for
now.
the
Eid
rest of the
Mubarak. Eid Mubarak, everybody.
Yeah, no one in my
Salma
family
Hayek.
celebrates Salma Hayek.
Yeah, that's what Sal says. Salma Hayek.
It's Ramadan until the end of the month.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you don't acknowledge, you don't practice Ramadan?
No, dude, I have a client actually who is doing Ramadan, and I was like, I didn't know you were Muslim, and he was just like, no, I'm not. I'm just kind of trying it. I was like, what?
I heard about it on TikTok.
Yeah, he's like a Ukrainian, like Eastern Orthodox, like Catholic, and he was like, what do you?
It seems like it would be not only, you know, maybe healthy, but enlightening. You know,
yeah, because
Islam as a religion has always been seems like the most level.
Yeah, Islam. Those guys have always seemed like they're very stable and calm,
They're very stable,
collected kind of people.
Yeah, never, no deviation off any.
Yeah, there's never been
reasonable
anything
thought.
too
McDonald's of
radical.
religion.
Yeah, they're really consistent. Yeah.
But you, I mean, you know, if you discipline yourself to fast or to like limit yourself in that way, it can kind of like, I don't know, open up your mind.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
guys call them chakras, I believe.
Yeah, chakras.
What? Oh, chakras?
Yeah.
No, that's like
Did you know Iranian people they collect crystals? Did you know that's a thing? Have you heard this? Have you seen this?
I believe. No.
No, I made that. Have you ever? I dated a girl that was like really into crystals and like would have me
Crystal
like.
Technically a crystal.
From her. That would have been hilarious from her, but
and her name was Crystal.
Yeah. But she would like have me like care. She was like, "Hey, put these in your car so you don't get in a wreck." And I was like, "I don't think."
Wow.
Yeah, she was like that much into it.
You know, Italians do that when you buy a new car. They throw some change on the floorboard.
Really?
Yeah, you're supposed to just
What is
take
it?
like
What
a
does it
handful.
mean? Like, what does it signify?
It's just I don't know. Just you don't. Good luck. Like you want to do it like as soon as you buy it, like at the dealership. You don't
What
want
if
to
you
drive
don't?
it without.
What if you don't have change? You just throw like
I'm
paper
telling you,
dollars.
my dad made a big when I bought my first car. He like went out and got change. Like he was like, I'll be right back. He like
Yeah,
ran.
he went to the dealer and was like, "Can you break a dollar bill for me?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to buy something first. He's like, I'll take that Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and then you just kind of
that
throw it on the
'04
floor.
Hyundai you got, give me that. Can you?
Yeah.
I'll pay cash and just give me the change. Damn.
Uh,
So wait, so you don't do Ramadan, but
No.
you don't eat enough. So what do
Yeah.
you? But you're very fit.
what about Yom Kippur? What's that all about?
That's a
What is
Jewish
that?
thing.
But do they
Okay.
not eat?
I don't know. Sal, what do you? I don't. Are you just doing like free association? What are you
Well,
talking?
I just don't know what that like religion that was associated with.
Yom Kippur is Jewish. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the holiday is.
I think
Jews have like
it's
100 different holidays throughout the year. They barely work.
And they get so much.
Yeah, they get like tons of holidays.
do they get them
We
off
get
school?
nothing.
Do we get some of them off school though? That's kind of nice.
That's kind of tight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least we did when we were going to school. What grade was y'all's favorite?
Great.
Ooh,
Probably
question.
probably
Actually, I haven't thought about this. Yeah.
senior year of high school. I mean, that was when
Yeah, that's a
that
good
was
one.
when I finally was like coming out of my shell a little bit, and I had like a good
Definitely
friend
10th
group.
grade.
I had like a
Yeah.
good group of friends, and just like that feeling of like this is almost over.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, I remember it was fun. Yeah,
You went to
then
UNT, right?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah. Did
what a
you
waste of time.
yeah. Well, I mean, not really. Kind of.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where my life goes.
Did you live on campus?
I lived on campus for the first year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
When
someone's
like
roommate?
Yeah, I had a roommate. Yeah, if you live in a
Oh.
dorm, you're gonna have a roommate.
Who was your
Whoa.
roommate? Do I know?
No, it's just some guy.
what was his
Did
name?
you still talk to him?
I barely ever talked to him. He walked
Oh,
in
so
on
he
me
did
jacking
not.
off a couple times.
So he did not like you.
No, it's just
what did he
Come
say
on.
when he walked in on you? Or was he just like, "Oh, I'll come back later," or
we just didn't acknowledge it. Like I just put my
Oh,
penis
he
back.
just-
I just like real quick, like put my penis back in my pants, and I was like, "Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, hey, whoa!" And
That'd
then
be funny. I thought you were saying when you said you didn't acknowledge it, he just like walked in and continued, and so did you.
I mean, that would have been the power move. Is just like I'm gonna finish. I don't know about you, man, but
yeah,
I'm jacking
he,
off.
He starts putting groceries away. He's just like asking you questions too. He's like, "Dalton, have you checked the weather today?" Like,
No, it was just one of those like situations where we just kind of got thrown together and we didn't really talk that much. Like I've had tons of roommates like that in my life.
Yeah.
Like I just end up like living with people and we have like a cursory meeting to get to learn each other's names and understand a little bit about who we are, and then we just never talked for the like year we lived together.
set some red lines.
How do you
Yeah.
not jive with your roommates?
Yeah, dude, I always jive with my roommates.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I don't know.
I still
I've
talk to them.
had plenty of situations where I'm just living with people who might as well be strangers. Like,
Damn, dude, that's wild.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
never talk to them.
That's so different. So, did you ever have a roommate that you weren't friends with? I've had roommates that I've like grown apart from as we lived together. Like we started to kind of not be friends anymore. But like
Always hung out.
we were still amicable. I mean, like we lived in the same house for Christ's sake.
Yeah, like if we were one of us was going to eat, like we'd all go eat.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Or you'd at least offer. You'd like if you're
Yeah.
like it was usually from one person, like, "Hey, I'm going to Cheddar's or whatever. Who wants to come?" And then like
Dude,
I love
I've had roommates where I didn't even know their name. Like people I've lived with were
Wow.
because
I lived alone. I lived alone in college for a little while too, which was really nice. I found like an efficiency that was like tiny and only. And dude, in College Station, the last year I lived there, it was $280 a month with like everything included, pretty much. Like that was, I think it was because the system ran off a boiler, so it was like electric, air, all gas, everything all included. I was like, damn, this is a fucking deal. So all I had to get was cable.
Like
That was pretty much it. Yeah, it was cheap. Like I could make that amount of money plausibly on like a good weekend at the restaurant I worked at.
Mhm.
So it was like to be able to have that kind of secure, like I was able to I lived like a king, dude. I was buying everyone 50
Like a
cent
sultan.
shots. I was the sultan of College Station. No, actually, for real, I was. I forgot to tell you guys this. For like my last 2 years, I wore a gold encrusted,
No,
diamond
you
encrusted. No, I did, dude. I walked all around Northgate, and I was just like, "I'll get you all shots of Fireball if you
okay.
bow down to me."
Nice, dude. I've
How
thought
many people got
about
bend to the knee?
like when I'm stable again
Yeah,
and rich as hell,
becoming a sultan.
becoming a sultan. Yeah, becoming the czar
You
of
have like a small
Denton,
village.
Texas.
That'd be great. That'd be good.
I've kicked around the idea of just like moving into a college town and just like finally getting to have the college experience I didn't get to have initially.
Let's do it, bro.
So just like I'll move back to Denton and just fuck every 19-year-old in Denton,
You know,
Texas.
Totally cool.
there was talk of this for Denton.
Yeah, I mean, I know their prefrontal cortexes aren't developed yet, or whatever that means.
Or whatever.
Dude, I was talking to someone at a bar, like at I think it was a Hyena's like bar. It was a young chick, and she was like something about. I just had this conversation about prefrontal cortex, so I just had deja vu from it. I was like, "Oh, that is a thing," and we like let people without this fully developed like have phones and like cars and
Wait,
access
when
to
does
like.
that develop?
I mean, evidently doesn't until like not until like you're closer to your 20s or like maybe within your mid 20s. It's like you're still very like
They
malleable. Like
they say
it's
like
wild.
the average is like 25 is when it's fully
She
developed,
hasn't
maybe.
even developed her fucking
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
just
I think guys, me and Sal were still waiting for ours to form.
I'm trying to get mine to pop.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it means. It's become like an internet thing that people
your
say.
cortex just pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's become like an internet thing people say, especially when they talk about like age gaps in relationships where they're like, he's 40 and she's 23, she's basically a kid, and it's like, well, not in the eyes of the law.
Is that the
Uh,
same as your pituitary gland?
no, it's not.
No.
Pituitary's different. Pituitary's like hormones and puberty and shit.
Yeah.
Your
Is that what
third
happened to
eye.
is that what happened to my PP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your pituitary gland's bad.
Damn.
Um
You can get hymns, dude. Hymns can
Can hymns
sponsor.
really?
You get that, yeah, and then you'll get boners all day, and they can also sponsor this pod.
mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean,
But
I do need to reach out to some people and get some sponsors. I gotta, if you can get a YouTube channel popping,
Do Subway.
you can just create. So I've already created like 4 different revenue streams that, now are generating some money, not enough to pay the
That's
bills, but between YouTube, Patreon, and Twitter, um,
have you
and
monetized your Twitter too?
yeah, my Twitter's monetized, so I get a deposit at the beginning of every month that at least pays for the premium membership.
Have you thought about who gets all this when you die? All your channels?
Yeah. You got to put that on a living will.
No, because right now my net worth is like negative $300,000.
Oh
So
wow,
yeah,
negative. You say
negative.
okay?
Yeah.
College debt and all that.
Yeah, I
student loans?
just owe a ton of money from living a very destructive, stupid life. But you make it back. That's if you have talent, you make it back.
You say, and you.
Make
That's why.
like,
That's why. What are the revenue streams outside of? Oh, you said between those platforms.
I've got like
Okay.
YouTube, Patreon, and Twitter are like making money now, and it's like probably not even minimum wage, but
are you still at the quarry?
I do still work at the dick sucking quarry. It's my side hustle.
Listen, you go to a quarry. That's
I go to a quarry as an outdoor dick sucking.
Well, the quarry exists in its own it's a regular quarry, but they let them set up there.
Well, it's
Like,
like
kinda
in
like
so here's in the
like a Mexican
South.
food store.
I don't know how many people know this, but actually, this is like a big development in the world, really, just like industry across the board. They have discovered huge deposits of lithium in the South.
Seriously?
And so so there's these lithium mining operations that are starting to open up in the
Oh,
American South. And
jobs.
and we're talking guys that are working, 14, 15, 16 hours a day, and they need their dick sucked. And so, I'm a
Yeah.
1099 independent contractor at the lithium mine, which, you know, as far as I'm concerned, is the dick sucking quarry. I go to the lithium
Yeah.
mine. They're digging up the lithium that's going to go in all the fucking batteries and computers.
And Teslas and
And
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then I'm draining their balls.
Yeah. Now, do they like leave you a tip, or do you get paid a flat rate?
Yeah, it's commission only.
Oh,
So yeah. It's 1099.
damn.
Yeah.
There's an app you can tip him through. There's a QR code on the back of his neck. You just scan it. And,
Yeah, I have a QR code tattooed on my neck.
yeah, and it
on the
lets you
top
do
of your
like
head.
electronic.
On the
tipping.
it's on the top of my head. So while I'm blowing you, you can just scan it with your phone.
You can't tell if they're taking a video or they're scanning the QR code. Like, no, I'm trying to quit moving. I'm trying to tip you.
Yeah, but I mean that is the lithium is that's an actual. They're saying that like by 2027,
Yeah.
there's going to be like tons of new industry in the South, like all these mining operations opening up.
Should I buy
Pretty
land there? Should we be buying
Dude,
land there?
I'll tell you what, buy some land. Land
Where
is
is
always a
this?
good investment. Real
Where is
estate
that?
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
What South are you
But
talking about?
Are you talking like Georgia stuff?
like I know that like parts of Arkansas and maybe Oklahoma,
Seriously?
Texas. Yeah, because I'll tell you this so this is traumatic. You know, I gotta reach back in the history now in my past and reopen some wounds here. But when I was manic and in full psychosis, I thought I had the gift of prophecy, you know, and because I thought I was being sent divine messages or I was picking up something that other people weren't
By the
noticing.
devil.
Yeah.
No.
But I noticed that during that time, you know, I think I was like in a weird way as like paranoid and delusional and conspiratorial I just was like honing in on everything around me and like researching it, you know,
Oh,
just obsessively looking into everything, and that's where this idea that I was a prophet was coming from. But really I just was like you know, doing the work of being smart and just looking things up, but
cool.
conflating that with divine blessing and prophetic visions. But when you know after uh a trip to the psych ward, they pushed lithium on me pretty hard, you know,
Yeah.
because it's also like a mood stabilizer.
Yeah.
The like the lit and it's the same lithium that's in the earth, like it's just a
Oh wow.
metal. Yeah, and so in like really small doses, you know, it's like um it's like what is the word like a mineral that we would
Yeah.
ingest most of
So
the time anyway. Like you're supposed to have you have a lithium count, like lithium content in your blood, like the same as any other mineral, magnesium, vitamin D, iron, whatever. And a lot of people are like deprived of it because of like just not there's not access to it now because of like water filtration and stuff like that. So you have to get it like supplement like as a supplement or not a supplement, like an actual medication.
Hmm.
Like they say that like a lot of the mental health issues people are having is just due to like mineral deficiencies maybe.
If people took a multivitamin, or what I've heard about multivitamins, at least what I know of them, is like a lot of them are just a lot of fluff. Like there's not a lot of by the time it
Probably.
no,
actually by the time it
Dr.
actually
Rhonda Patrick disproved that.
Yeah, I mean lithium as a pill has to be prescribed, and
yeah,
there's certain mineral waters that do have it,
yeah.
like Crazy Water in Texas. You know that brand Crazy Water.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's one of the few mineral waters you can buy that actually has lithium in it.
Oh, do you drink it
Yeah,
all the time?
Really?
it's
They should
good.
they should sponsor.
It's Crazy Water is awesome. That's a good one.
Hit the coupon code down here for
like and subscribe. Push the
yeah.
button.
Push the button. Bada bing bing bing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up mineral companies on Webull. I'm gonna buy some stock, I think.
But what I was gonna say, because Shahyan mentioned investing, when I was crazy and I was being all this lithium was being thrown at me, I was like, "What the fuck is lithium?" So I started doing like tons and tons of research on it, and I started seeing like the timeline, like all these projections for like the usage of lithium and all these mining operations around the world, and
Yo.
What lithium is used for in terms of like minerals and medication and its functions and computers and all that shit. And
Yeah.
I said at that time, I was like, lithium is about to be a booming industry. And as I was broadcasting all of my insane thoughts to everybody, I was like, hey, I'm just some guy, I don't know nothing about nothing, but if you're looking to invest, folks, you got to invest in these lithium operations. This shit's about to
Yeah.
blow up. And everybody just thought I was crazy. And then, lo and behold, the projection now is 2027. Lithium is about to be really big business.
So
Buy
did
you
you?
some stock, bro. These prices are outsane. They're outsane.
What is that?
Outsane.
What do you mean? Like, what are they?
I mean, you can get some lithium for like, couple percents of a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but it does look
US
like
Lithium Corp.
now that they found all of this lithium in America, like there's tons of lithium deposits that they didn't know about. It does look like it's about to be a pretty like booming business. Lithium,
I'm gonna buy stock in all of these companies.
dude. The one in Chile, the Sociedad Mineral de Química or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
You seeing this? Cheyenne, look at all this lithium, bro.
I'm looking right now.
Dude, get lithium, get Bitcoin.
I'm gonna buy all these. I'm just
Shahyan, how's your crypto investments, Shahyan?
I have very, 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 very small amounts of Bitcoin. I just have an app that I like toy around with some of this stuff. I have an NFT. I have not even, I mean, nowhere near a full Bitcoin or any major like percentage of Bitcoin. How much do y'all have? A lot?
No, I have nothing. I wish because last I checked, a Bitcoin was worth like 69K.
nice.
Nice.
I just bought some lithium.
Everybody check the ticker. This is Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into like a fucking Ramsey. What's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey.
Jim Cramer. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
Dude, I talked to when like right after I got out of the hospital, I talked to Nick Mullen. It's like one of the couple times I like had a conversation with him, and he was telling me he had something similar happen to him, like right as that show was starting to make a lot of money, like right when they were getting successful. He was telling me, he was like, "Oh yeah, I went fucking nuts. I went through a psychotic break," and he was like, "I invested like $90,000 into different cryptocurrencies," and I was like,
Oh my
"Damn,
God.
dude, like, did that pay off?" And he was like, "No, I lost like 70 grand." Yeah, but I mean that show just like kept making stupid money, so
Yeah.
I think they're fine.
Did they stop that show?
No, Stavros left, and then they retooled the show, and now it's called the Adam Friedland Show. And it's like it's
a different name, definitely.
It's a really strange experiment because they have a podcast, but then they also are doing like a talk show, and the caliber of guests they've gotten is baffling to me. They've had really big name, like high pedigree guests. Like they said Paul Schrader on.
Really?
You know Paul Schrader, the screenwriter, the guy who wrote Taxi Driver?
Yeah. That's wild.
The Cumtown guys, Adam interviewed Paul Schrader.
Is maybe Mullen or one of those two guys is like friends with him? I don't know. Was Schrader ever a stand-up?
No, he's a movie guy. He's a filmmaker. I don't know how they're getting these connections, but it's a really cool thing they're doing. It's different than anything I've seen from any comedy podcast or whatever anyone else is trying.
That's what you were saying before. Like there are no rules now. You just kind of do whatever.
There are no rules. I mean,
any format.
This what I'm doing is like a bare bones skeleton crew operation.
It's foundation.
I built it just like I just sit in front of a computer and do this,
Yeah.
and it's it's
I
doing
was
better. It's doing better than like some shows that have full fucking studio rentals that they're these people rent out a studio and have like producers and edit shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I was at Whataburger when Kevin
Yeah,
called
they
me.
would be able to put like a coupon code for hymns right here if I
Yeah.
yeah.
said
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you
To
can
click
kind
the
of
like button, click the
you
like
can
button and that
hit the
bell.
like, yeah. I mean, Cheyenne, you could just throw whatever at the wall these days and something will stick.
What is the
Yeah,
next? What is the next thing that you want to throw out the? Do you have many of these ideas of brewing, or like do you ever want to like write a book, or
I'd love to write something, yeah. I've
what would
thought
you
about
write
because
a book of short stories?
I've thought about because there's so many platforms now, like everything is kind of democratized now. I've thought about just like starting a Substack and doing
Yeah,
more like sincere writing on there and just being like, if anybody wants to check this out. But that's like more vulnerable than I don't know. People have seen me at my most vulnerable already, so whatever.
so I mean, yeah, but
Nah,
maybe some
I
people
mean,
relate to it. Substack's a good outlet for that.
Yeah, because you don't nowadays all the old like industries and whatever, like all the old world is dead now. So
men of old.
you don't have to go through all the gates, all the
Yeah,
gatekeepers or middlemen or whatever anymore. You
yeah,
can
dude.
just like do shit on your own
Yeah,
and build your shit by yourself. Like if
yeah,
I that's the thing is like I mean you've had some success as like acting and whatever. Like you've gotten more opportunities doing that than a lot of people ever do. So I mean, hats off to you. I never wanted to fucking do that. Like I was always grateful to be around at the same time as the internet because I just was like, oh, I just never have to actually do any of that shit. Like I remember
yeah.
I remember when I lived with Lauren and she was always going out for auditions and doing self tapes and shit. I was like, this looks like a nightmare. I don't want any part of this. This
That
is
part of it really sucks. That's the only part that really sucks ass. The rest is
you
really easy.
you do that? You do like self tapes and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to when you're submitted for roles and they want to see like a small, like a usually a quick stuff tape. Fortunately, they're easy, and I got like an easy setup here that I just like put up a little background and then I can like do it real quick. I don't put a whole lot of thought into them either
Do a little
because
scene for us.
do I know?
I'm just kidding. I said do a little
Just
scene
to
for
do a
us.
little
don't do that. You don't have to do that, Cheyenne.
Do a little scene.
You don't have to do that. No, we're just gabbing here. We're just riffing bits.
Especially you leaning back. There's something like extra sinister. You're like, yeah, do a little scene for me. It's like very
Do a little
God.
scene. I want to see you cry.
By the way, speaking of, how? Because I've been out of the loop with everything. Like I've been in my own corner for a while.
Yeah, what do you
How
want to
how
understand?
how is everything, Cheyenne?
How is it? Yes. Like pertaining to what? Pertaining to life or
Your
like family?
life,
Not bad, man.
your dreams.
Not bad. I mean, I always feel like no matter where, I don't know what I envisioned having doing comedy up until 10 years this point now in September. I didn't know what it was supposed to look like. Do I kind of wish I was like further along probably, or do I wish I was like a little bit more accomplished or just better or any of that? Yeah, absolutely. But I've nothing to compare it to. So like I don't know. Maybe this is as good as I would be at this point, no matter what. Or maybe if I tried hard, I don't know. I always like. I'm my worst critic all the time. But for all intents and purposes, I mean, it goes well. I still work all the rooms, and I mean, I book my own shows and stuff sometimes too. And I mean, some auditions come in, good for me. So I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going that bad, but I feel like even if it was better, I feel like I'd always want like the next level up. So
Of course,
we're not
everybody's
going
always looking up. Everybody's always looking for the next thing
Yeah.
at every level.
Yeah.
I've sat at tables with people who are millionaires from
Yeah.
doing comedy, and they bitch about shit. They're always bitching about this and that
A
and
spot they didn't get, or something, a
yeah,
festival or something that they didn't get invited to, or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's sick. It's really sick shit.
yeah. I mean, for me at least, coming up on like a decade and looking back and being like, am I really doing everything that I want to do? Excuse me. It kind of made me like think like, no, I want to do some like different stuff and like get out of Dallas more, travel a little bit more, and like do stuff. Like actually have trips that I like playing shows around and stuff. So I mean, that's that's kind of what I want to do now. But I mean, that's all under my control, and it's not anything that I like have any high expectations. I'm not like this is going to leverage more success. I'm just like this just seems fun. Like it seems more fun than like banging your head against the wall and doing the same stuff over here all the
Would
time.
you ever do anything like a reality show?
I thought about it. Are you leading to
Like
like
Survivor?
Survivor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're now the third person that has told me that I need to audition for
I think you'd
Survivor.
win.
What? That's a thing that's happened to you multiple times.
Dude. Like within this is gonna blow your mind. Within like the past week and a half.
Oh, I think
I'm not.
I
Dude,
think
the
you
universe
would
is
go
telling
on.
you something.
No one told me shit in the past week and a half. I've had 3 people who, for all intents, one guy knows me really well. Like I went to college with this guy. Sal, I feel like I've known you long enough, and you have a sense. We have a sense of each other. And then
5+ years.
yeah, and then another person who I've known for less time, but I mean, valid opinion. But I don't know. Maybe I'll fucking Google how do you audition for it?
I think you
It's
gotta
been
send him a tape.
It's been going for like I just sent him a self tape. Yeah, of you crying. That's it.
You gotta like go.
Dude,
walk,
just go out in the woods in your
I was gonna say,
underwear.
go outside, like walk in the
Yeah.
woods, and do the tape.
I go in the woods and like the only woods I can find is on this like a really bushy, like a how like really dense brush area in
Some
Plano.
bushes in your apartment complex.
In Plano, and there's like
you're just in
the
a
Dallas
park.
North Tollway is like passing right by me. There's like Teslas and shit passing.
Yeah, just go to the park in your swim trunks and be like, all right, I'm gonna eat some bugs.
Do you remember?
And clearly be
remember when
picking up
Georgia Road
raisinets
Rally-
that you planted.
Yeah, you just have trail mix. Yeah, why not? That's and just tweet it and at CBS like, hey, check this shit out.
Put me on your show.
Let me be on Survivor.
That'd be
No,
funny.
you're do what?
So that'd be funny. That's how every single existing person has gotten on it. They just shoot a rogue tape out on the internet and they just add them, and then they're like, "Put me on your show." And they,
Dude, Survivor audition
hey,
tapes.
you know what? They probably would respect the initiative. You know,
yeah.
It means you want it.
Yeah.
But you're permanently banned from Twitter though.
I am permanently banned from Twitter.
Why is that?
Because I told Greg Abbott to unalive himself.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, but I didn't say it in those exact. I shrouded it in like just absurdity. I was like, roll yourself.
First of all,
I think the tweet that broke the camel's back was Abbott needs to roll himself into a wood chipper.
Wait, Abbott needs to what?
Roll himself into a wood chipper.
Is that the tweet that broke
that's
the governor's back?
So that was the tweet that broke the tree, who broke the governor's back. I had been put in Twitter jail so many times before that. Like, first they'd ban you for an hour, and then they ban you for 7 hours, and they ban you for like a few days. And then I think it just all came to it. I mean, I had been every time I got out of Twitter jail, my very next tweet would put me right back in.
Yeah.
So someone actually went whispered in the governor's ear. They're like, "Sir, he's made another tweet."
Yeah.
I had a permanent suspension at one point that I appealed a number of times and got it reversed.
How'd you get it? Did you just keep appealing like well thought out stuff?
I think it was I don't know what it was. I think what happened, it was when there was all that hubbub over those AI Taylor Swift pictures that were going around, like her getting fucked by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
And so I was going on these different like AI things on my phone and making like AI cartoons of her pregnant. And like pregnant and like her like holding hands with Donald Trump and stuff. And while she's pregnant. And I just was like posting a ton of those because I was like, this is so stupid that people think this is dangerous or a problem in any way. It's fucking cartoons. Like they already I was like, they already solved this, they already settled this in the 80s with the Larry Flint with that whole case. So I was like, there's already legal precedent for this. You can't like I was like all these claims people are making that this is somehow illegal or defamation or whatever. I was like, this was already settled fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah.
The People versus Larry Flint.
Yeah. And so I was posting all these like Taylor Swift things I'd made, but she has so much power and influence that, that was when they held a press conference and there were all these talks of legislation maybe happening.
About your tweet?
No, not me. but the big ones that were going around, the ones that got all the attention, all the heat.
Yeah.
And so I think like Elon implemented like Protocol Swift, where he just was like, anybody that's posting shit like this, just ban the account, suspend it. Because a ton of people got suspensions that within the week all got reversed, I guess. So he put the site on like a Swift lockdown where you couldn't search your name, and anybody, like a ton of, like all these different accounts got suspended. And so I think that was just like this like just exemplary case or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was even violating any terms or conditions. He's just like, he was scared.
Yeah. Of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and then I've had like since then like 3 different 12-hour bans because and those were all my fault for sure.
Yeah. What were you saying?
One was I went into this woman's comments. She had posted like a thirst trap, and I was like, "Imagine my penis between your titties," and she didn't like that. And then
God, AI is so weird.
I retweeted a video of a lady sucking a pug's dick.
Can I show an image?
And no, we'll get demonetized.
Put it right.
So fast.
Put it right down here.
Yeah, so I've had a few 12-hour bans, but I'm still, still on Twitter, still got a good following, making money.
Making money, dude. Alive and kicking.
Mm-hmm.
I've appealed my thing. They will not put it back.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I'm in super Twitter jail.
Maybe if you were white like me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't I'll just change my. Oh, I can't change my picture.
Yeah, change your name to like Shane Jameson or something.
Yeah. Trump is back on. Does he use it at all?
He doesn't use it. No, they put his account back, and he's like tweeted like twice since then. But he uses, because he's anti-Twitter mostly, and he uses Truth Social.
Yeah, I tried to make an account today, but they made you put in your real phone number. So I spent a long time looking up on Reddit how to create like a bogus number that works, and I couldn't find one.
I would not advise anyone to try and get on Twitter now. Like if you haven't had an account
on Twitter, I don't. No, not Twitter. It's Truth Social.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like trying to create like an alternative Twitter account.
Are you on it already, Sal?
Yeah, I made one a while ago.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool.
It looks pretty terrible.
If you're cool.
But
I'm cool. I'm cool. Let me see.
Twitter.
If you like pictures with a lot of words, like
Twitter now is completely broken. Like if you don't already have an account these days, it's not worth trying to start one because it's impossible to build a following now.
Wow.
And because he's restructured it to where, I mean, I guess there's accounts that can build a following, but for the most part, you kind of have to pay for the premium thing to get a following. And I really don't understand how any of it works now. Like a lot of the people that are getting traction are just like far right wing extremist accounts. That's kind of what does well on there. And then just like shitty meme, like remember the fat Jewish? Remember like when that guy got a bunch of heat because he would just like take people's shit and post it without crediting them. Yeah. That's just what everybody does now. Like those are the biggest accounts on Twitter, are just these accounts that repost things and will like crop out whoever the original poster was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll just like steal people's shit and repost it, and they'll caption it with something like, haha, damn, this crazy. And then it'll get like 19 million views.
Well, bro, look at all the videos of people just like sitting below a video being like,
oh yeah. Yeah, that's a whole industry now, is just people like taking other people's shit and just barely adding anything to it and then getting like 20 million views.
Or like doing ASMR. Dude, there's a bunch of like those like viral like court videos or whatever that get reposted with just like someone painting a fucking Fabergé egg or something like that. Like they'll do edit with.
Oh, where they like split screen it and then like one side is the video and the other side is like somebody doing construction.
Yeah, or like building a IKEA bed or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like something really mundane. But I know they do that because usually those like court videos have gone viral in some way, shape, or form. So when they use the sound, it's like gets posted another. It's wild, but it happens all the time. Katie and I are in one that people keep sending to me, and they're like, "Did you and Katie have a kid? And are y'all like splitting up?" And I'm like,
I heard y'all split up.
"These are fake."
Wait,
like,
what?
They're like, "Sorry, I saw it on TikTok." I was like, "Don't believe everything on TikTok."
Wait. Is this a sketch y'all did, or
No, dude. There's like these fucking so alongside. Well, yes. The answer to that question is yes. It was a sketch for like a child support attorney that just needed some content, so she hired like a bunch of like DCH like improvisers and stand-ups to like do these mock trials, and they would just give us like vague outlines of like the scenario and like who was going for what and what some key points were. But outside of that, they were all improvised. We just made shit up on the fly. So like Katie turned to me and she goes, "Hey, I'm gonna do a really obnoxious like Southern accent because like our like scenario was like kind of trashy." And I was like, "Don't do that. Just do this normal so we can get paid and get out of here." And she goes, "I'm gonna do it." And I was like, "Do not do an accent, Katie." The moment we started, they go action, and she just goes,
Hey y'all.
"Hi," and I go, "God damn it." I was like, because then maybe was thinking I have to kind of match her, but I was just like, dude, I'm like
That's so funny.
I'm very
Did you?
apparently not. No, dude, I just
Oh.
played. I was a man of few words, so I just barely said anything. Kind of in rebellion, like I didn't give her anything. But still, ours like keeps getting shit. Like every 6 or 8 months, it'll like surface back up in the format that I've just said, like split screen with something or someone reacting to it or something.
Seriously?
And yeah, and these things will
Can
get.
you send something to me?
I'll try next one I come across organically. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so and so ostensibly, like whoever posts
How do I
this is
find
like
this?
making money on you guys' labor.
So sometimes I'll hop in the comments and just like interact with a handful of people, and a couple of times people like will be like, you need to have her arrested." And I was like, and I'll like post a recent picture of Katie and me very much not in any, and they're like, "I still don't believe you." And I was just like,
The
"I don't."
kid died actually, and we got back together.
Dude, some people straight up will be like, "I don't believe that you're that guy in that video." And I was like, "You are a lost cause. Like, I can't, if I can't convince you that I'm me, and I know that I'm me from the time that me did that, I don't know what to fucking tell you."
And how do I find it?
I'm
I'm on YouTube.
I mean, let me just see. It's like I've never tried to actually actively search it. I mean, people just like find it.
I want to see this so bad.
Okay.
Well, you can watch it later. Are you trying to
Yeah.
watch it now?
I guess not.
You can watch it now. Sorry,
No.
I'm sorry, Sal. Just, we're on a roll. We're podcasting.
Yeah, no, we really have been.
Yeah, we've been podcasting. I mean, maybe
if you do child support court thing, it should come up in those like first two. I was seeing some settings that were like similar, and like that same judge attorney was in like the hero image of a lot of them. So I think you can at least go into those accounts and find it.
I'm sorry. I got snappy.
Yeah. No.
I'm malnourished.
You haven't eaten today, dude? You
No, I've eaten quite a bit today.
Get yourself a tuna sub, dude.
I wish.
It'll make you limitless. Look what Sal's not on YouTube right now. He's trading Bitcoin.
Yeah. He's
Sal's
doing sports betting.
Yeah, so he's doing sports books. He's also currently on a sales call. He's just,
Yeah.
Tons
Well,
of
we got a little time left. Shahyan, tell us how do we get healthy?
Okay, so what do you like with exercise stuff?
Just for me and Sal and the audience, how do you get healthy?
So do a shit ton of like mobility stuff. Like even if you find some like easy yoga shit and do planks, like a bunch of planks all the time. Make like number of second goals for planks until you get to like over a minute, and then start doing longer planks, or like changing the way you do that, or do them on your side. But that's like planking and like hip bridging are the two best exercises, because they're like the main things that strengthen your core, and that's it. That's where you start. And then if you want to do more shit, then I'll come back on the pod and we can do an advanced version.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
And walk a bunch, and like walk a shit ton.
Yeah.
If you walk a shit ton, do like planks, or just like Google like different plank exercises. I mean, there's all different kinds. There's like short plank to like tall plank. There's planking on your side. There's like planking with twists. Like there's all different things you can do. So you can make it like interesting. You can do things that you count reps, or you do things you hold for time. And then between that and I mean, really doing some like stretching and stuff like that, that's a fantastic foundation to start with. And then you can do a bunch of shit once you like get going. So
just body stuff, walking,
Yeah.
planks,
yeah,
stretching.
if you want to start like going into other shit, the 3 movements with your legs: squatting, hinging, lunging. Like that's it. So squatting is just like, I mean, you know that. And then hinging is you, instead of like doing a squat all the way down, you just fold at the hips. So kind of like the bird that gets a little water out of the
I thought it was online dating.
Yeah, hinging. Yeah. Yeah. Then you
What's
there's first you squat down on the ground, and then you download Hinge, and then from that
You lie about your age.
yeah. You squat to make yourself shorter.
This sounds like exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about fitness.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then lunging. Do lunging. That's about
Hinges and lunges. Okay, so that's the movement. Now, what does your diet look like, Sean? What are you eating?
Well, my dad just gave me a bunch of salmon. So this week I ate a bunch of salmon. But normally
Why? Why did you do this?
We did it like for Iranian New Year. My grandma cooked a bunch of like salmon and
Like a
rice.
salmon swap?
What is Iranian New Year?
It was like a couple days ago.
What is it?
They're on
So
a
what year
completely
is it for you guys?
different calendar. I think 1400 something. They're
What?
on a complete yeah, they are. Iranian New Year. Sorry.
What year is it for you?
I'm telling you right now. Iranian New Year is that.
What year do you live in?
Yeah.
I'm blown away.
Current year. I'll tell you.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, there's
It
Chinese
makes
New Year.
no sense, Dalton. That
It makes sense that well, I've thought about this before. I mean, it can't be that every person on Earth is on the same calendar.
How? It's the same time.
Iran is currently they will acknowledge the fact that the rest of the world is in 2024. They're not like void of that knowledge. But currently in 2024, the Nowruz marks the year 1403. I remember this because I remember when 3 years ago, I remember when it was like 1400, 3 years. That was like a big one.
America hasn't even been discovered.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It ain't even 1492.
Sal,
Yeah.
it's just a different calendar. It's like regional.
Yeah.
It's an alternate timeline.
Okay, yeah, it's Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
They're doing Donnie Darko.
I mean, you can read all about like what
that
calendar
movie made me depressed, and I never stopped being depressed from that movie.
Yeah. So it's 1403 in Iran, and they just celebrated New Year's, and they do like it's like a traditional like fish and rice dish. Although usually they use like a white fish, but salmon was easier to come by here for my dad.
Right.
Oh,
So your dad gave you a bunch of salmon.
That's what I've been eating lately. But normally, I don't know, dude. Late night is like kind of a Achilles heel for me because if I'm up late with shows or mics and I get home, then I'm like hungry still because I've been awake for if I'm home and I go to bed at like 9 or 10, then I'm not awake to be hungry to eat. I just yeah. You're still on 14.
Sal, you can't wrap your head around like different cultures.
Another time.
Different cultures would have calendars.
No, it's not a different that's just the calendar that they use. The way that like Islamic Republic acknowledges time.
Remember
it's not
in
even
Planet of the Apes when Mark Wahlberg was talking to his ship?
No.
It was a different time for them than it was for him.
Right.
No.
It's
just like that.
Sal, it's not that it's like a different time or anything. It's just a different calendar. It's like historically. So there's like a global standard agreed upon calendar that's like we're in 2024 now, but then other cultures, other regions have their own like historical context for what they are in their own calendars. Like you're familiar with Chinese New Year. Like they have a calendar.
Don't tell me it's a different year for them too.
It is. It's the year of the dragon.
Stop.
Yeah. Sal, are you serious? You don't know about like cultures? There's like you understand there's like other cultures.
So what about Christmas? Do they just do it? They have like a Chinese.
That Christmas is only celebrated by like Christians.
Don't tell me this.
like
Don't tell me this.
Christian cultures, like
They ain't got Christmas in fucking Sudan and shit.
they don't have Christmas in Sudan. Although that would be a great movie. Christmas in Sudan.
National Lampoon's Christmas in Sudan.
Santa Claus crashes his sleigh in Sudan and has to help child soldiers. They have to say the child soldiers of Sudan have to save Christmas.
Christmas.
I don't know that China has a different numerical year. They just do like different animals.
Yeah, it's like I think this year is the year of the dragon.
It's the year of the dragon, and the substance is wood, so it's like technically the year of the wood dragon. I just read that.
Oh, I like that. That's what's in my pants.
Oh hell
wood
yeah,
dragon.
Dude. Ooh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
dude.
saying?
You need a wood dragon figurine, dude. Carry that guy around and be like, "You wait till you see my penis," and hand it to a girl.
Yeah, I got a firecracker for you for Chinese New Year.
Yeah, dude. So they're different. They're different calendars, man. Sorry, hate to break it to you, but we're not all.
Yeah, so
you heard it here first.
Truth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal. This podcast might be the most beneficial thing that's ever happened for Sal.
It's us. This whole podcast is just us letting Sal know that some things are real.
Yeah.
Did y'all have the Holocaust? Did that happen?
No, that hasn't happened yet. You're right.
You had
no. There was the Islamic Revolution, or the thing in the 70s.
I was rather y'all just the fact that Iran hasn't gotten to that yet. They're still like they're to the rest of the world. It's whatever was going on in that time for them, and they're just like, oh, this is our reality. But I was just talking to someone who was like trying to get caught up on something like episodic, but also, you know, there's several seasons of the NBA. That'd be funny if someone was like, I gotta watch from the beginning. So they just like watch from season 1 of the and they watch every single game of the NBA is because they are convinced that they need to follow a storyline, and if they skip ahead, then the championship's not going to make sense.
I've been binge watching the NBA. Yeah,
I've been watching. Yeah, it's like someone's like, "Man, do you remember like, you see that episode with like Scotty and Mike and Rodman?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh damn, you're in the '90s."
I just got to Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm loving the Stephen A. Smith years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Iran. Well, what was Iran's big event? It was like the Islamic Revolution, right?
Yeah, in the 70s.
Yeah, because it used to be there. Iran had like hot babes. And
yeah, and that
titties.
Shah, that king.
Yeah,
it was like Spain.
Schoolgirls even.
Yeah, and then there was the Islamic Revolution in the 70s, and now it's clamped down over there.
Big time, yeah. And they're about to not do that anymore. They're about to be like, hey, y'all want to do revolution again? And then the clergy was like, no, we're just gonna shoot you guys. So
okay. So are there titties again?
No, still
no. There will never be titties again.
Yeah, still not until like they overthrow the current government.
Okay. Hey, what's going on in Haiti?
Dude, lawlessness.
Yeah, Haiti was taken over by a roving gang of cannibals led by a fella named Barbecue.
Barbecue, that's right.
Yeah.
And he actually ate people, right? And roasted them and ate them?
Wait, Cheyenne, have you been to Iran?
Yeah.
Nice. How was it?
Fun. Honestly, like the people are fucking nice and they don't hate America. Unlike the news.
Well, come on.
Oh yeah, because they keep talking about like Iran is like wanting to go to war or some shit.
Yeah, no, I mean it'll probably definitely happen, but they say like no, it's going to, it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
But the people when they find out, like all the kids like invited me to play soccer and shit because I was like 11 when they last time they went. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, you're cool, you're the coolest guy on the street now, and we'll give you like all this free stuff. And
anytime you travel abroad, kids ask you to play soccer.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a kid kick me a soccer ball in Italy. It's fun.
That happens anytime you step outside the U.S. basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been outside the U.S. When I get podcast money, the first thing I'm doing is going to Japan, and I'll die in Japan. I'll die in a pachinko parlor in Japan. I've said this. I want to go out. In Japan? No, I just want to die there. I just want to go sit in front of the Metal Gear Solid pachinko machine and just lose all my money and die.
Okay.
Just doing what I love, gambling in Japan.
I take your picture.
So you're gonna take like literally all your money and go in on like one hand, or you're just gonna trickle it?
Yeah, I'm gonna like build, you know, build my podcasting empire and
You're
have
gonna go over there and be everything.
have a bunch of money and then just like go to Japan, go to a pachinko parlor, and you know,
Hey, how would they even say your name?
in Japan.
Yeah,
Dutton.
Darton.
Duttonary.
Yeah, that's actually like that.
Duttonary. I don't know.
Sakura.
Yeah. I don't know. That's cool though. I bet Iran is nice this time of year.
Dude, yeah, Iran is like it gets unseasonably hot there, but it's it's in amidst a desert, but
Where's Kuwait?
Well, I mean, Arabian nights, Arabian days, you know,
Yeah.
hotter than hot in lots of good ways.
Yeah, then steel bread.
Hey, you
and all
guys
that
just
stuff.
hate that fucking song.
But I mean, it's not an Arab nation though, not an Arab country.
We do steal bread all the time though, and most of us have monkeys.
What
That's
is
cool.
growing up? What was the serious question? What was the opinions on the movies like Aladdin and stuff? Like, where do your parents fall on that? Like,
Dude, yeah, I mean, they didn't never put too much stock in that kind of stuff. Like, they were never one to get like butthurt about it. Like,
there was never a conversation. Like, listen, you know this is fucking horse shit, right?
Yeah, I honestly
There's no aggro.
Well, when I was watching it, I had been to Iran a couple times, and I was like, it doesn't look like that.
Okay.
They don't wear those ridiculous pants. They just wear regular jeans and shit. Like,
It is like in movies. Movies either
Yeah.
make the Middle East look majestic or war torn.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
people are still in huts, and I'm like, no, there were like 10-story apartment buildings.
Yeah, it's like in movies. It's
well,
either
no, over there it's yeah. No, go ahead.
it's either like huts and awnings and like bazaars, or everything is rubble. And
There's still bazaars. And the bazaars are actually pretty accurate. And
Okay.
Like the rapper?
Yeah.
What?
Like the D12 rapper bazaar.
No, a bazaar is like a market, like an open
Oh, okay.
open market.
I
Yeah.
think you're talking about the rapper.
No.
No. No. So, but the bazaars do look like in Aladdin.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's just a bunch of people yelling at each other.
That's pretty tight. I like the sound of
Same.
that.
Yeah, saying like
My friend.
Yeah. Like, I'll give you a good price. You to do like to try and talk you into shit. It's pretty
Good
nice.
fish.
That's a good feeling when you go into like a bodega and the guy working there is like either hits you with my friend, or he says, what can I do for you, boss?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, when they call you boss, that feels so good.
Yeah, you are like the boss then.
Yeah.
Like if a homeless dude gives me a nickname like Big Fella or something like that, or Big Guy, Big Man, or like, I'll instantly give you money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good feeling.
Big man.
What's up, big man?
Hey,
And you're
big
like,
man.
I am kind of big. I'm kind of big statured. I
Sal,
suppose.
fix your microphone. What's all that rustling?
I think it's
On.
Why do we all now just pick backgrounds?
I've had a background.
Don't
What's the rustling?
I'm a billionaire. What was I saying?
What country are you gonna go to first, Dalton?
I'm going straight to Japan, dude. I want to
Okay.
I want to meet Hello Kitty. I want to talk to Goku.
What are you gonna say to Hello Kitty first? You're gonna be like, "Hey, you're a huge inspiration of my life."
Yeah. I wouldn't be where I am without you, Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go
I mean,
where the bombs were?
yes, I'm going to Hiroshima and Nagasaki to pay my
You're going to where the bombs were.
I'm gonna go to where the bombs were.
Are you gonna be like, gotcha?
I mean, Japan looks tight.
Yeah, Japan.
I've always wanted to go to Iceland. That looks pretty cool.
Japan's high on my list. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
What about sumo writing? That's Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Yoko. I got called Yoko.
Yeah, it's Yokozuna. Yokozuna and Rikishi.
I got Yokozuna a couple times as a kid.
Yeah, that's sumo wrestling.
Hey, Yokozuna, sit down.
Yeah, sumo is like, I guess they are technically overweight, but they're very built. They're athletic.
Badass.
Yeah, there's hella strong, dude.
Yeah.
They'll kick your fucking butt, dude.
Yeah, they have like that fat guy strength where it's,
and they've been walking and they're 400 fucking pounds. Yeah, they are strong.
Um,
Didn't he go into the WWE for a while?
do what?
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna was he was
WWE,
WWE.
right?
Well, at the
Mainly, right?
time it was WWF. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yokozuna was a like pro wrestler in America. Yeah.
You think he'd get his ass kicked then if he went and tried to do like sumo again?
Why would
But
you? I
he died.
mean, the money is in WWF. I mean, why
Yeah,
would you go back to sumo?
that's true.
Um, yeah. So salmon.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, for food, yeah. Salmon, rice.
Dude, nice.
This for Dalton going to Japan.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes of Shogun. That
Oh,
was
how
pretty.
was it?
It's good. It's like it's it's just it's fun campy TV. I mean, everybody's praising it like it's the new Sopranos. And it's not.
Shogun?
Yeah, it's actually just like in the same vein as like Breaking Bad or like
Yeah,
that kind of show where it's very like genre. It's not this like prestige TV thing that everybody's making it out to
Yeah.
be. It's just like fun genre TV. It's like samurais and honor and nobility, and there's a fucking white
Yeah.
boy there.
You don't think there's gonna be like any big awards that it wins or anything?
Maybe. I mean, I do respect the fact they're saying that they're only going to do this one season. They're like, we're probably not going to bring it back. And it probably will win something. It's a beautiful show, and it's like the
Yeah.
action is cool, and it's a fun it's a fun show. It's not like this high
Yeah.
mark like this high watermark of drama or anything. It's just fun. It's a
That's
like
cool.
quality program
That's all you need.
from what I've gathered
Yeah.
in the first couple episodes. But I'm a sucker for
Cornrows and
anything
manicured
with
toes.
for what?
You're a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. It's the beginning of a fucking ludicrous song. Sorry.
No, I'm a sucker for anything with swords and armor
Oh hell yeah,
and
dude.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Japanese
Game of
shit.
Thrones.
Viking stuff. How about that?
Viking stuff is tight. I love Viking stuff.
You watch Viking Quest?
I was big on Game of Thrones for like the first 5 seasons, like up until it got really started to go to shit.
It was
I,
really stupid at the end.
I watched one episode of Game of Thrones, and it was the episode where everyone was having
You were like,
diarrhea.
ain't one Iranian on this show.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, I'm done. No, and the one episode that I watched, I think it was a season finale or a season opener, and it was like a bunch of people. All I remember was a bunch of people shat into these toilets, and then that shit got served to people to eat somehow. I don't know.
No,
You
that's
remember
never a
this?
scene.
I
from the
don't.
show.
It sounds like Game of Thrones, but I don't remember most of the show.
No, okay.
That was not a scene from the show.
It's held no.
You might have been watching
like
Rome
it's had that show's had no like permanence in my mind. Like it came and went for me.
or
Like I remember like the big moments, like the Red Wedding and Battle of the Bastards and shit like that.
Battle of the
But
Bastards was one of the best episodes.
I mean,
of
as
television.
the show went on, I grew tired of it,
Yeah.
and
talking about-
I got tired of how like okay, so there's no good guys. Like everybody exists in this like morally
I would say Jon
ambiguous.
Snow was truly good.
No, everybody in that show existed in this like morally ambiguous gray area where no one was
No.
neither like, oh, no one's perfectly good or perfectly bad. Like,
Jon Snow, he was Azara High.
Jon Snow was not even.
He
like,
came back from the dead, bro. He's truly good.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
What did he do that was bad?
Everybody in that show
Ever.
to some degree was a piece of shit, except for maybe the fat guy.
Look at Ned Stark.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It just
You're wrong.
what frustrated me about the show was that it just got too caught up in this idea in like the Sopranos of it, where it's like, nobody's actually good or evil, but everybody has shades of both and whatever. There's no real
Sopranos was
heroes.
about the mafia.
You're not even following what I'm saying. You're not picking like thematically and the way it's like speaking to the human experience is like the idea that
I'm saying those were criminals.
okay, you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. Like you're getting hung up on the like plot,
No.
the plot elements.
No, I'm not.
I understand that The Sopranos is about the
That was
mafia, and Game of Thrones is about
about a much
like
more marginalized
swords and
group of
magic
people.
and shit. But there
Game
is
of
a
Thrones was-
commonality between them in the way that both shows express the banality of evil and the morally gray areas in which all humans exist.
Sure, but there's way more characters.
Okay, forget it.
That was
I'm
a
gonna
child.
pass out.
I'm not gonna try and impart upon you like literature right now. Like,
My brain.
Why not? I can't imagine why.
I'm my point is I prefer
Listen, I'm working
I
on
like
fucking
Lord of the
novel.
Rings better
Yeah.
than
No, Lord of the
I like
Rings is
Lord of the
not
I like
bad.
Lord of the Rings better than Game of Thrones, and I
Rings,
like Dune better than Lord of the Rings.
Okay, well, you might be onto something there with Dune. 'Cause Lord of the
Dune
Rings
is tight. I've only read the
Oh,
first
yeah.
two Dune books, and I haven't seen the new movie.
might have to
But
read
How many are out right now? How many Dune books are out?
there, well, he's dead. He's been dead for many years, so there's only 6 actual Dune books, and his son has written like
Oh yeah.
tons and tons of other ones, but they're from what I hear, they're all bad.
Yikes.
The main 6 are not even written that well, but there's so many interesting ideas in the books. That's what's cool about it. But they're kind of clunky in the way they're written. I mean, it's better than anything I've ever fucking done. But Dune is tight. Dune is good. Yeah, there he is, the Muad'Dib, Paul Atreides,
Screwing it
the
up.
Mangaduchi.
the Kwisatz Haderach.
Is that Willy
Yeah.
Wonka?
Yes.
He's gotta cut that shit. He's gotta
Yeah.
cut that shit out, dude.
I need to see the second one.
Yeah, everybody says the second one's tight. Everybody says it's really good.
Cool.
Is it out in theaters?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
You want to go see it,
yeah. Let's go see it.
Cheyenne?
Yeah, I'll go see it.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
are we meeting?
Tinseltown.
Vince Mr.
Tinsel.
Schmo. I had park on the tollway. I used to work at that Tinseltown.
Let's
I used to
go.
work in a movie theater.
You worked in a movie theater?
Like when I was a kid, yeah.
Hey, how much cum did you have to clean up?
Oh, dude. It was like buckets.
Yeah, we had cum buckets actually.
Yeah, we
Especially-
would leave them in the back row and just be like, just please use the bucket.
Just please use the bucket.
Attention, all patrons of Tinseltown, please deposit your semen in the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
They got a little song. that plays.
Father, dear hands.
Yeah. Silence your cell phones. Pick up your buckets.
Father, dear hands again.
You gotta make AI. There's
I'm
gotta
gonna be thinking about that for a while, dude. Father, dear hands.
There's gotta be a way to
Father, dear hands, I commend my spirit. Father, dear hands, why have you killed Bambi?
Oh, dude, that's such a good fucking band.
Anyway,
I love System of a Down.
we should I know, Shahyan, you gotta wake up early.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Let's do plugs. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. Once again, we just blew through another 2 hours, so I'm posting the whole thing, and then I'll figure out something to do for the Patreon this week.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Sudan.
Merry Christmas hey, it's Christmas in Sudan right now.
Christmas
Patreon,
Sudan, yeah.
Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. And then the Crowder Boys live stream show is going to be this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, March 27th. and so everybody check that. It's me, Robbie Goodwin, and Crack Amico. I'll be on my channel, and so yeah, there's that and the Patreon. Sean, you got plugs?
Ooh, I'll be at one of the 3 clubs that are near me next weekend. I think I'm in. I don't know. Let's see. I'm working with Jenny Zagrino. I think she's a New York girl. Huh?
Jenny Zagrino.
Yeah.
I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's at DCC, and then after that I got a weekend with someone else at Dallas Hunters. I don't know. I checked the website last minute. If I'm available, I take the dates. I just like going up whenever. Those are the main ones. Couple
What are you
shows.
doing? You featuring?
Who messages you from Hyenas?
Open or feature, it kind of depends on if they
Okay.
what.
Who messages you at hyenas? Is it Ryan?
Perio or Nate. I mean, it depends. Like
Yeah.
I get hit. I get hit
Yo,
for
Nate's
to
a good
oh,
dude. I love Nate.
Yeah,
to
you know,
open,
the
to
thing
open, I'll
is,
do through Perio. Nate is like last minute or for
Yeah.
features.
yeah,
So,
if you're opening or featuring, it's really it's like you would post about that, those gigs just to like, just kind of toot your own horn that you're booked. But the onus is not on you to market that. Like you don't have to.
no,
It's not on you to sell tickets if you're
no.
opening or featuring. You just want to show people like, look at this,
Yeah.
I'm booked.
That's exactly what it
Yeah.
was.
It
That's
also
'cause-
is kind of. It does kind of make you relevant. Like
Yeah, it shows
it's kind of when
people
it
that
rains,
you're
of course.
working to some degree, but
Yeah,
you're not. That's not. It's not your job.
they're not there to come to see me. Yeah,
It's not your job, and it's one of the benefits of opening and featuring is not your job to market the fucking show.
no,
You know what
not
I
at
mean?
all.
But
I'll-
they do need to exit through the door. Exits on your right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a show. There's a show in the red room, so you
There's
can't
gonna
go
be
there.
yeah, they're all lined up. It's gonna be awkward if you fucking go
Did
out that door.
you? Well, I don't want to hurt your job. We can talk about that off mic.
Yeah,
What I was about to
You
mention.
already did.
But that's. I mean, hey, look, Cheyon's getting booked. It's more than,
And he's getting pussy.
getting
Yeah.
pussy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll be in my wife next weekend.
My
I'll
bad.
be in my wife. Yeah, folks, catch me and my wife tonight in my bedroom.
Yeah,
Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays.
Yeah, no,
Um,
dude. Katie's not even. She's in China right now for work.
Oh damn.
What?
Yeah.
She's in China.
She goes and visit. So she works for JCPenney, and she like visits the factories out in China, like for
That's
sourcing
cool.
the material. Yeah, it's
I love
wild.
how Katie's
Talking
like
about that later.
relatively small woman, and like I imagine her over there just like towering over people.
Yeah, dude. She's like, no, she's like a beacon there. She's like, no one knows what a redhead is here, and they're like all visibly shocked.
Yeah, like, she on fire?
Yeah,
Is this woman on fire?
yeah. They're all just like, oh fuck, that red lady is running around.
But Cheyenne, I appreciate you coming on. It's been
Yeah,
a
dude.
while since I feel like this was us just like catching up with each other.
More or less, yeah, because I had not. I mean, I was short of texting. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
something.
you were one of the people, and I'm grateful that like you like made every effort to like keep in touch. And I was a shit bird because I wasn't talking to anybody for a while. I was out of it for a long time. But the bonds we form are eternal, and so though one may shirk his friends at one point, we all come back together in the end.
Yeah. Insert Rumi quote here.
Yeah. So this is nice catching up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's good. It's
Shooting,
good to see you. Good to see both of you.
yeah, shooting the breeze with my old pal Cheyenne. Friend of the show, open invite. I'd love to have you back on.
Let's go see Dune and do a whole episode on it.
Cheyenne, you have no idea how much my audience would love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
when I was like really crazy and just like eating tons of mushrooms and losing my mind, I was also reading Dune at the time, and so I was like obsessed with Dune. I just kept talking about it a bunch. And people still like reference it. They'll like mention it to me and to try and get at me because they know it's embarrassing the way I was acting then. But I think the audience for this show would love a Dune recap.
Bring it back and use it as leverage this time. Be like, this shit is still good.
Make some money on it, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Get some coins, some Patreon.
That Dune money.
Yeah, I did also
spice.
start reading the third book, Children of Dune. I read the first page. So, I'll continue my journey on Arrakis.
Yeah, dude. And,
I'm on Twitter too.
Are you really? You're not banned?
Oh
yet?
yeah, Sal, plug your Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
Fatty
What is
Wop
it?
420.
Fatty
Okay.
Wop 420.
Wow, you got that one?
I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Great.
me. That's actually me.
Yeah. Fatty
I don't
Wop. As in an overweight Italian. Fatty
Yeah.
Wop
Fatty
420.
Wop.
Fatty
Fantastic.
Wop.
This has been fun.
Dude.
Patreon and Cheyenne, I appreciate you doing this. I know it's late.
Yeah,
For you.
dude.
You gotta wake up early.
You're good, man. I'm good. I'll be fine.
But thank you, Cheyenne. Folks,
Yeah.
thank you for supporting the show. Like and subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Smash that damn button.
Smash it.
Smash the button.
Smash it.
All right. Father dear, hand
let's give that a listen
I
later.
come in my spirit. All right. All
See
right,
you
it's
guys.
time, and I'm stopping it, and